Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition. It's a Wednesday, so you already know another edition of the Manchester United Chelsea podcast. Man United podcast beats the Ballers at the Bridge podcast, where we talk all things Manchester United and all things Chelsea. And I know the vast majority of the conversation and the vast majority of the questions are indeed going to be about Chelsea. They lost 3-1 to Bayern Munich in their Champions League opener. Was it a good performance? Did the referee heavily favor Bayern Munich, or was it a poor performance and they were thoroughly defeated? They were defeated and Bayern Munich were worthy winners. So we are going to be discussing that as well. Don't worry, man. The rest of the Chelsea lot will be here very, very shortly as well. We do have Javon here, but before I bring him in, hit the like button on the video. So important you do that. Hit that like button, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after. Hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this out across all the socials at Yes It's Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at Yes It's Flawless, on Twitter/X, also on Instagram. So retweet, like, share, follow across all the socials. And just as important, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well. Please subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel. Big up to my guy Mike's as well for the raid. Shout out to everyone who's joined over from Mike's raid. Make sure you subscribe to GVO Mike's as well, people. And like I said, keep all your comments, questions, Manchester United or Chelsea related, and I know the vast majority are going to be about the Chelsea. I'm going to be about the Chelsea defeat to Bayern Munich. I know some Chelsea fans are upset. I already see Warrior J in the chat. Some might be upbeat, and I know the rivals are here to laugh as well. Like I say, let me bring in someone here who's he's a regular twice on here. Not only is he, an esteemed set person, an esteemed valuable person on the Yardman show, you know what I'm saying? Great content creator. You also now see him here on the United Chelsea show as well. My lad Javon is in the building. Yes, Javon, what are you telling me?
I'm doing well. How are you, Flawless?
I'm good, yo. What you doing? You know what's crazy? I asked Javon that before we jumped on the live, and it wasn't that polite, people. It was not that polite.
Who do you? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a nice guy.
And you know what? I really that I said that because people, speaking of people who are far from polite to me, sorry. My light Surf is in the building. What are you saying? What are you saying, Surf? Are you good?
Fuck off.
See, there we go. There we go. How you doing, Surf? Are you good? Outside of football. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well, I just wish I could have the ability to put my hands through a screen on YouTube shows and choke people on panels, but I can't do that. So.
Listen,
that's not
there's no one here, by the way. Sorry, I wasn't watching here and then going.
Yeah. You just say it in general.
Another show that was on. Just when people just tell me you didn't watch the game without telling me you didn't watch the game.
Facts, bro.
It's like just. And they're never going to read your comment unless you put a super chat in.
Trust me, I hear all that, man. I heard it all summer long. People telling me why a manager who won 7 in 27 games is not going to do well the following season. You know what I'm saying? Why a manager who failed to win back-to-back games is not going to do well all season. Why a manager who had like 4 clean sheets in 20-odd games is not going to do well the following season. Why a manager who plays 5, 6, sometimes as much as 7 defensive players can't make your team look defensively solid? Who would have thought he was going to do bad the following season? Who would have thought?
No, I just said someone say on the panel legitimately that we missed Nonny tonight, and I just wanted to scream. Like Neto didn't play well. Fine, I accept that, but don't give me because Nonny went past like 2 people in a.
Bro, what are we talking about? We played well. It's 3 defensive mistakes.
What I'm saying is just because Noddy went past like a couple. Who did they play at the weekend? Is it?
He played
Nottingham Forest. So he went
past generic Forest left back several times and didn't do anything. That now I've got to like go. He scored against Serbia or some shit like that. And that I'm supposed to go. First of all, Noddy wouldn't have started today because Palmer played on the right. And if we did take him off and play him on the left, he would play shit because he doesn't play well on the left for some reason. I just think listen. We are our own. We are self-infliction FC tonight. That's what we are.
We shoot ourselves in our own feet.
Yeah, I think Bayern controlled most of the match. I'm quite happy to admit that. But I believe the only clear-cut chance they carved open themselves was the Elise one that Sanchez saved. That's the only clear-cut one where I go, ooh, I don't count the one that Kane had that went straight at Sanchez because that's an easy save. He should save that. That's on his left foot. The only one where I went, shit, was the Elise one where they carved us open and Elise should have scored. I don't count the shots that go wide because they don't count. They count the shots that go wide. You know what I mean? So it's like, maybe we would have lost. I don't know. But I'm more upset with the mistakes that we gave. All 3 goals we gave away. And then the whole attitude after the 3rd goal was we just with 25 minutes left, it was like a passive acceptance of the result. It was like, oh, we can't do anything. We'll just mellow out for 25 minutes. I thought that was even more unacceptable for me because it was like you still got a chance to actually do. You could actually do something, in it. But it was just that. But it's naivety. That's what it was. I mean, just you cannot give Bayern Munich didn't play well, like overly well. But you can't give them chances. You cannot give them chances to do that. I understand why that penalty was given. It's in Europe. You're always going to give a penalty like that. I just don't think there's any chance it's going to be overturned. And I don't even mind the way that Kane bought the penalty. That's fine. If my player did that, I'd accept that. Do you know what I mean? He bought the penalty, but you can't give him a chance to buy the penalty as well.
Agreed.
You gave him a chance to buy the penalty. The first goal, it's a drop ball. We're in the formation of a free kick. That's why Cucurella's not out there to stop the ball coming across because it's too. And the referee doesn't have to acknowledge it. By the way, he just has to drop the ball and there you go. And then the 3rd one, I don't know what Gusto's doing. He miscontrols it and then tries to boot it back or something. Just fucking boot it all the way. Just slice it with your left foot or something. And let it go high in the air and everyone can get back in position. It's just naivety. That's what it is. You got to respect their attack. Their attack's very good. But in the midfield, but we didn't. Second half, just very passive. Second half, in my opinion, just very bad. Yeah, okay, we'll just wrap it up here, and we got another 7 games. It's fine. We'll just take this result and move on. Didn't like that.
That's fair. Big up to everyone in the chat as well. I see all of you lot. Big up to everyone in the chat. Javon, your thoughts on the game?
I saw the game completely different. I didn't think we were a step down from Bayern Munich at all. If anything, I didn't think we were a step down from Bayern Munich. I didn't think they, at any point in time, they controlled the game. Maybe a 5-10 minute spell when they're on the edge of our box in the second half when we were defending. But what did we do? We countered. You know what our biggest issue was? Neto breaking down our attacks in the first half. Enzo Fernandez not scoring that first goal, that goal where you made the late run into the box. Because I'm telling you, Enzo scored that. It's a totally different game. I said Neto breaking down the chances. In Europe, and I've said this on the shows that I've been on coming up, Bayern always had a good attacking front 3, a front 4 if you include Gnabry. What does that simply translate to? That translates to any mistake you make, they will punish you. We made similar mistakes in the Conference League last season, but they didn't. But those teams didn't have the quality to capitalize on it. None of the goals scored were clear-cut opportunities. One's a penalty. One's one of those balls where Olise get changed out of the right wing. He got changed out of the right wing because he was up against Pedro Neto. When he was up against Cucurella showed him inside, or he just couldn't get by Cucurella. When he tried to get by Cucurella and he tried to cross or take a shot, the ball went out for a goal kick, or a corner. So that's just one of those balls that got played into the box and anyone got a touch on it, it would have been a goal. You can't blame Sanchez for that. You can't even blame Chalobah for that. The ball just got into. The best way to defend that is to stop the cross from coming in. The cross already came in. You can't blame anyone on that. The second goal, that's on Caicedo. You cannot make a tackle like that in the box, especially coming from the wrong side. So cool, we'll hold that. That's a penalty, but that's still chalked up as a defensive error because he's a CDM, right? And the last goal, you take a donkey touch and the ball trickles back onto Harry Kane. 1v1 Harry Kane. What do you think is going to happen? It's going to be a goal. So apart from that, when you look at our build-up play, when you look at sometimes how we easily play through that Bayern Munich midfield, And I'm sticking by what I saw and how I think. I think on a different day we win that game 2-0, 3-0. Granted,
I think that's what frustrated me. When I said, because after the third goal, we didn't. We dropped our levels.
You're right. It's like they gave up.
I'm more. That's what I mean. I'm more upset about what. Let's say I'm equally upset with that because there was still like a half an hour still left to go in the game when they scored the third goal.
No, okay.
Going into the 92nd minute and then they score and then you could understand. Shit. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You could do that. It was like, bro, we've still got like a third of the game left to go.
And that's where I agree with you, Winter. That's where I agree with you. It's like after the third goal, the urgency dropped. Yeah. There was like, you know what? It's like they said, you know what? We got United at the weekend. Yeah, and we have 7 more Champions League games.
7 more games is fine.
And I'm saying in my head, okay, that is a logical thinking, but this is your first time back in Champions League. At least put up a performance to get the third goal, to try and get 2 goals. Because if we had the same intensity, if we had the same motivation, if we had the same urgency, we would have we could have gotten out of there with a draw. You saw when Andre Santos came on, he started to do bits way better than what Enzo Fernandez was doing because he had a horrible game. If that goal had stood, that would have been 2-2. And they got the second goal. They got the second goal later on when the players that came in, like Estevao, like Andre Santos, like even Garnacho, decided to be more direct. So for me, after the third goal went in, I can't even say their heads dropped. It's like I feel like they lost motivation to play anymore. And
there was a lack of belief. That's what you're saying. Yes. There was an acceptance of defeat.
And I don't know why, because they played well. Now we're having a different conversation if they play like how they play against Brentford. Then I'm crashing it on the team. But I cannot be too upset because when you really look at it logically, take your emotions out of this, it's 3 defensive mistakes. And we've seen defensive mistakes trying to occur recently. So now it's wondering if it's proving that our sporting directors left us high and dry by not bringing in a defender when Colwill got injured. As it goes on. And again, you make these defensive mistakes in Premier League, you might get away with it depending on the opposition. But then the Champions League, playing this level of opposition with the attacking quality they have, hey, you're gonna get caught out. And believe it or not, Sanchez had a really good game.
That's even more thing because we can't even really, apart from the challenge, but apart from the first goal, the other 2 goals aren't centre back related. In terms of that, the penalties, Caicedo, as you said, and Gusto.
Who lost the ball leading up to that? Because the broadcast I was watching on when it came back on, no, not the Gusto one, the penalty. Because you lot had the ball, but when the broadcast happened, because it was a replay, it was just came in the it was on the left hand side. How did that break down?
I'm not sure if it was Neto or someone or like that.
Yeah.
Or Carrera or something like that. But
because I was on the same broadcast, so I didn't see it.
That's the most frustrating bit. But another frustrating bit is that, like, when you could like on Saturday it was Benfica, there was obviously the toss-in thing and stuff like that. But this one, the second and third goal aren't centre back related. That's even more like frustrating. That we could easily boil it down to we know we have centre back issues and stuff like that. But it's just you cannot give Bayern these type of chances because they're going to take them, whether they played well or not. It's not the point. They will take the chances that you give to them, and when you're serving it up on a plate, they're gonna punish you. They're going to take it.
Yeah, and that's why the whole term learning curve comes from, because I think they are learning that this is clinical. This competition will put you to the sword. So certain mistakes is just unacceptable. The Gusto one, unacceptable. Caicedo, unacceptable. The first one, anyone can say, you know what? Olise got the better job, Pedro. You put it in. We'll take that and we move on. We'll get a goal back. But the second and third one, unacceptable.
Yeah. And it's mad that you just mentioned the word learning curve because Cole Palmer said this obviously in the interview afterwards, saying we're not coming here to be a learning curve. So obviously he's clearly upset. I thought he was very good. For you, man, continue. Welcome Ahmed, the Bridge Nation in the building. I see you there, man, in the salmon shirt, shining. Make sure you subscribe to the Bridge Nation, people. Thoughts on the game, Ahmed? Talk to us, man. Yes, man. Simon Shaw, I see him shining.
Shout out, bro.
I
Shout out to
see you
everyone. Hope you're
too,
doing
man.
well.
No. You didn't see me before, so dose of a blood clot.
Yeah, because of how you did. That's why. Because of what you said to me. That's why. Yes. Go on. Sorry, Ahmed.
Big up to everyone. Hope you're all doing well. I just think today's game is obviously can be boiled down obviously to like the 3 stupid errors that we did make, which I think is like pretty much the vast majority of the game summed up, to be honest, if we're being fair. But I felt like in the first half, the first 15 minutes in particular, I think we played really well. I think that was actually good. We were countering them. I think the way we were playing kind of worked. I think after those first 15 minutes, the problem I started having was that I felt like we started to become a bit too passive, right? Bayern was coming onto us a bit more, right? I think midfield-wise, like in general, I felt like our midfield was a little bit too passive. They weren't really getting onto them. Bayern themselves weren't creating at the same time, but at the same time, they were able to keep possession, move it around. They were able to get through the midfield. And so, Kukure in particular, in my personal opinion, that side, they were clearly targeting that side with Olise on the ball. And they did this one thing they did that I feel was kind of clever. Then they did it a few times, both in the first and second half, was that dink. You know, they would do like a dink over Kukure essentially, right? Because he would come close to meet Olise essentially, right? And then whoever was making the run inside would make the run inside, and then they'll basically be against Tosin essentially, right? And I'll be honest, that was not great. That worried me quite a few times because that was like, listen, we had the long balls being unlocked in Premier League games, and now we're getting a new mini long ball that's getting unlocked now, which is a little worrying. I will give credit to Tosin. Vast majority of the times he was doing his job.
And that's the thing. Not to cut you, but that's the thing.
Yes.
They did it to Chalobah too, but they still didn't score from it. So that's why I didn't really talk about it that much. You get what I'm saying?
I know, but it's something to think about because if this is a new thing that they're looking at, right, it can happen. Remember, blueprints exist, right?
You're right.
That's something I always like to keep in mind of. Particularly, listen, our defense is not as strong as probably it used to be, right? Because obviously we're missing players. Some of them obviously just coming back to this factor, so something to keep an eye on. But in general, the point I'm bringing that up is because they were finding ways essentially to like kind of create corner situations, chances for themselves, which were still being Tosin, Chalobah were doing a good job of doing. But essentially, obviously, you have the drop ball situation, you have the Caicedo situation, which kind of happened almost back to back. It was like a few minutes in between, essentially, right? And that made it 2-0. We then were obviously able to big up to Cole Palmer for able to get going on the counter and scoring. But then for me, I was like, listen, you can see, I look. This is where I kind of do need to look at a little bit at the manager. I'm like, you can see there's like 1 or 2 issues here, bro. You know what I mean? We need to tweak something here at halftime. Neto's not really working out here. Can we bring on someone for Neto's position to actually start cooking in that position, right? I think Enzo Fernandez started fading towards the first half. Even my boy Reece James, I love Reece James, but I think in this game, I didn't really see what he was doing. I think in the PSG game, the reason why it worked because there was a way for stuff to work essentially, right? But in this one, it wasn't working out. So I'm like, Andre Santos maybe in here. If Neto, bring on someone for Pedro Neto, maybe. I thought the long ball situation to João Pedro wasn't as successful because I think both Tar and what's his name, Upamecano were doing a great job of holding out João Pedro at times and being able to get the ball in the situations, right? And so I was like, João Pedro's not getting enough of the ball. He's still getting, there's still things that he's able to do, but maybe bring on someone to be next to him. But essentially, I felt like there should have been 1 or 2 changes that happened. Obviously, that did not take place. My problem was that in the second half, Bayern initially were like, you have to come on to us. They were like, come on to us, bro. You know what I mean? They sat back a little bit in the first half to begin with. And you know what we did, bro? We didn't do anything, bro. I was like, team, no respect. What happened? Did I say anything crazy?
You went high pitch. I couldn't understand what you were saying. You went high pitch. You went.
My apologies.
Like that.
My problem.
I tried to when you said it again. Sorry, my bad. Go on.
Yeah, my problem was I felt like they obviously sat back in the second half, right? They were like, "You attack, we're gonna obviously counter, right?" And I felt like when that happened, we were a little too passive in that phase. That phase was really for me the phase where I was looking for the team to kind of a little bit more pedal to the middle. Let's start creating chances. Let's start actually attacking the Bayern team. And pretty much that did not happen in my past. We were still passive. We we're creating 1 or 2 chances. I thought that the subs came in way too late. Gusto then, he was actually having a solid game, all game, makes that stupid mistake, 3-1 Bayern. And that basically was game, set, and match, bro. Because the subs came on too late. Everything happened basically too late from there. And all I can really say after this game is just that I hope this is both a learning curve, A, for both the players and for the manager, right? A, from the manager perspective of like, I think at times in this game we were a bit too respectful to Bayern. Listen, in UEFA football, sometimes, bro, you also have to play your game. That's the way I look at it, right? This Bayern side. There were times when we were attacking them, they looked weak. They looked shaky. Upamecano is not that great of a defender, with all due respect. Yeah, Kim Min-jae is a solid defender. Tar can be,
bro,
but
because of us, they had to pull Tar. So that's what I'm saying. It was working, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, right? So I felt like that should have given the manager encouragement to be like, guys, I need you to go forward a bit more. I need a bit more aggression from you guys, right? And I just was really disappointed that did not take place, in my personal opinion. B, substitution-wise, it should have happened sooner. And the chance should have come on sooner for Enzo Fernandez. When he came on, he looked a lot more brighter, was helping the team, moving the ball forward, helping to create chances. Garnacho, we can cook the brother for all you want. I actually thought it was kind of solid for us, right? He did more than what Neto was giving us at the end of the day, right? Which is still a positive, right? Still was doing something that was needed.
I'm sorry,
right?
no.
Oh, here we go, Andrew.
I'll tell you what. If Gittins had done that performance, people would be roasting Gittins.
I would be giving Gittins praise because he deserved that praise too.
For which performance are you talking about, Nettles or Garnacho?
Garnacho didn't do anything. He did one dribble, head down, passed it in, and that was it. He didn't do anything. That's all he did. He didn't do anything, mate. That's all he did.
You're
nothing that he did. He didn't affect. Ironically, he didn't affect the game negatively like he did at the weekend. That's the one positive thing he did do. So
fair enough. But like, even for me, my other thing is even like a Mark Gui. I know Mark Gui very inexperienced at the end of the day, but this is a tool that you have at the end of the day, right? It's a tool in Arsenal.
He doesn't fancy him.
I understand that, but you know, Andrew, I'm gonna say something here, which is that listen, these are the tools you are given, bro. At the end of the day, you have to make use of them. I can't defend you anymore because last season I understood why João Felix wasn't playing. I understood why at times he wasn't even trying to start in Kunku at times, right? Or some of the other players that he had. But on this one, bro, you have no choice, bro.
So this is the point though where he won't get any sympathy from me if results go bad because he has the options on there, but he still has the right not to choose the options if he doesn't like the options.
Okay, I get you on that.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
while I will be with you and go, he should use the options. I will then say he doesn't have to. If he doesn't like them, but then it'll be a 50-50 thing where it's like, well, then you make a rod for your own back.
Yes.
Because whether, like you said, because at the weekend you're talking to me about you're saying João Pedro told you he wasn't fit enough, and you bought him off, and yet João Pedro I think played 90. Did he play all the game?
Yeah, he played the whole 90. You know.
Yeah, he played all 90. So,
hey, Gav, big up, man.
It doesn't make any sense. So
shout out to my guy, Gav. Yeah, he did. Before you carry on, because Ahmed, you mentioned it as well as Javan mentioned it as well about this learning curve, and Cole Palmer said we're not here to be a learning curve. What's your thoughts on that? We'll go to you. We'll stay with you, Ahmed, on that. On Cole Palmer saying that we're not coming here for it to be a learning curve.
I mean, that's all well and good, but in order for it to not be a learning curve, you know, the next game against Benfica, against our former manager Mourinho, it can't be the same thing. Can't be the same. It can't be. We can't be doing what we did. It can't be doing what we did again.
3 days of reunion bullshit streams, I'm gonna see something like that.
Hey, have a surfer, man. Have a heart, man. What's wrong?
Yeah, man. Have some respect for my. Have some respect for your greatest manager. What's wrong with you, manager? Yeah, man.
Jose Mourinho is brilliant. He's brilliant. You should never believe what Jose Mourinho said. Because when he left Fenerbahce, he said, "I'm never gonna manage a club that's in Europe because UEFA hate me," and then he goes back to Benfica, who are arch rivals of Porto.
You know what Mourinho's like, man. You know what Mourinho's like.
You know why? Because he's seen all them. He was like, "Hey, all these zeros, and no matter what, I get paid like this." That's fair. What's your thoughts on this, Javon? On Palmer saying, "Oh, sorry, go on."
In the Portugal version, it's literally him managing Celtic 20 years ago, now coming back to manage Rangers. That's what he's done in Portugal, essentially.
That's what he's done,
gone from Porto to Benfica. I love this guy. he doesn't care about his legacy at any club that he's ever managed. He doesn't care. He got £9 million from Fenerbahce. That's another thing. He must. I would love to see how he must have over 100 million now, or nearly 150 million now, in terms of being paid off. In terms of like,
yeah, I might need to become a coach or something.
No, I think he's got 40. Has he got like over 40 from us or something in the 2 stints that we sacked him?
No, he's got a lot from us, mate. He's definitely got a lot from us.
He got a chunk of change from you, chunk of change from United, I don't know if he got it from Real Madrid, but the problem is, like, this whole thing about you carry on. I'm just ranting.
It's cool to Javon, to you. I was going to tell you, man, stop ranting, man, and shut up. So, yeah, Javon, floor's yours. Ask for that fuck off before. What's your thoughts on Palmer saying this about it's not a learning curve? Because you mentioned it, Ahmed mentioned it as well, about it being a learning curve. So
he's 100% right.
Okay.
He's 100% right. And I get it. Match reaction. You state how you feel and how the game makes you feel. But I'm not here to react. I'm here to analyze and then look at it. Bro, I genuinely believe if we played like this against Benfica are getting smoked. If we tighten up some of the defensive errors, these teams are getting smoked. It's not like we played like how we played against Brentford, where we just have to hold that. Mm-hmm. You not see somebody build up play through the middle of the park, how easy we slip through. I'm telling you, and again, Flawless, I've spoken to you about this, that left-hand side. I said it from it's from the shadow realms, and thank God we have Neto. And even with Neto, you saw how he can break down, because Neto is not on his natural side where he can drop the shoulder real quick, take a shot. Neto on that left-hand side is going to look to create and not necessarily be as direct as someone out there with a natural, who's a natural left winger. I really believe some of the reaction, while valid, is getting to, like, you see the scoreline, and if you see the scoreline and don't watch the game, you say we got moved to, but we did not get moved to. I genuinely believe we were the better team. But defensive errors is going to cost us. And if we were not the better team, it's at least 50-50.
Well, it's definitely closer. Where I think maybe it's like 55-45 in their favor.
Yeah. All right, let's put it there. I can agree with that.
Yeah, because I agree. Listen, that's why I'm slightly pleased that, because when I looked at the Champions League, like our fixtures, I think we get 5 wins off the bat, because this game, Barca game, and Napoli game were the ones where I had big question marks over. Mm-hmm. And the Napoli game's right at the end, so we might not even have to count that. Because I'm all for, I don't care about finishing the top 8. I'm glad he finished in the top 24. I'm fine with doing the extra couple of playoff games. If you finish the top 8, fine, but it's just about getting through. Because PSG did it last year in the playoff and won the thing. But I think you're absolutely right, Jamal. I think against Benfica, because I saw them lose, they were 2-0 up against Carrier Bag last night, and they lost 3-2 to Carrier Bag.
How much is that? Obviously, I'll ask Steve and Jez and find out about Benfica, because I don't know about them in terms of their level of play.
Well, no, they're undefeated in the league.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Yeah.
They're undefeated in the league. Yeah.
No, Benfica is a good team.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've not watched them at all. I just know that.
This isn't like a run of form where this was the last straw. This is obviously a personal.
It was a personal second.
Yeah, it's a personal second. Yeah.
Benfica is a good team.
This is just. They could now use this as unacceptable to lose to.
It's personal. But Benfica is a good team. Again, it's defensive mistakes. I know people have questions over the individual. All right, perfect example. Gusto made that mistake, right? You're gonna tell me Gusto didn't have a good game?
No, I thought he had a very good first half, and
outside of the mistake, he didn't do no wrong.
He was solid, bro. Outside the mistake,
he was our outball. How much time Sanchez is looking for someone to give it to and just put it over there, and he got by the fullback every single time.
I actually think in the second half we had up until the third goal they scored. I think we were controlling most of the ball. We just didn't create a lot of chances.
Exactly. And
then, like we were saying, we just went passive like that.
And that's where the criticism comes in. And that's what Winter is saying. That's what Andrew's saying. Because we fell off because of the passiveness, that's where his frustration coming from. I agree with that, but I'm also adding the frustration of we didn't necessarily try to create an open chance for Joao Pedro. So if you want to get into it, we can get into it.
I also think they did. I also think they were very smart in substituting Tar for Kim Min Jae.
Bro,
Exactly.
we had that man on skates.
Yeah, he should have got sent off.
Exactly. And only say you skillful scrub. You can't even find the word because he was good, but he was a little rat against Kukurea. He should have been sent off.
What's the Tar thing? Why are people saying he should be getting sent? What did I miss with?
I think was that punch over someone, isn't it?
So no, not that. Because he got 2 yellows. The second yellow the yellow he got should have been a second yellow because he was. Can I say look, Kukurea meet him to the ball. He was running to the ball and he pushed 2 hands in the back. It was a clear button. Sure, you cannot push a player in the back. It doesn't matter if he's away from goal. You remember that push? It's 2 hands in the back. That's a yellow. That's a blatant yellow.
It wasn't like a nudge. It wasn't
it's a
little
clear 2-handed push. So that was a yellow. and then at the end of the game, he would have gotten a second yellow. You know.
Yeah,
and then him and Kukurea was going back and forth the whole game. But what I'm saying is, if you want to really be critical, we could simply say we didn't create enough clear-cut chance for Joao Pedro, and Neto broke down the attack. Otherwise, everybody else was good going forward. No, what are we doing here?
Agreed. No, along with it, I would have loved to. I hear that. But go on, carry on as you were.
But you get what I'm saying?
Just note that.
You cut out the defensive. You cut out all the defensive errors. It's a 1-0 win. Because even then, even on the set piece, Joao Pedro shouldn't be marking Elise. Come on now, what are we doing?
No.
Our striker, what are we doing, bro?
Yeah.
That should be Kukurea.
That's fair. And shout out to my guy Gav, man. Make sure you lot run up the likes. There's over 80 people in there. We're only at 42 likes. Let's get up to 60 likes, people. Hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Get the notification bell. And on Mourinho, yeah, he did start at Benfica, but he only managed 11 games. So yeah, like he was there for a very, very short stint. I'm not in regards to sure what. I don't actually know why. Big up to Canal says, did Maresca pick the right starting 11? We'll go to you, Ahmed. Was you happy with the 11? No, don't do like hindsight now. Like, how did you feel as you seen the 11 before kickoff?
No, but I thought the 11 was solid.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I could really even question at the time was that, you know, I know he'd been playing that 2-man striker formation for the last 2 games with Delat. I had assumed maybe that he might try to maybe revert back to it, because I thought obviously the last game he had been mentioned that he wanted to give Tariq George a bit of his confidence, which is why he left out Delap out of the equation, right? So not Delap, sorry, Mark Gui of the equation. I thought maybe this game he might revert back to that 2-man striker formation again, right? And then play the 2 guys on top. I thought maybe that might be a possibility, but end of the day, I still think the lineup that he had was solid. Like, again, that should realistically be doing the job for you.
That's the lineup that we faced PSG with, barring Cole.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you should have still done the job for us anyway.
Yeah. So and again, Enzo was poor. So that's another thing. Enzo was poor, and the reason why him being poor is a big thing because he had space in midfield. He had time on the ball, and then he had the time on the ball to hurt Bayern. But then he disappeared. He disappeared in the first half, and didn't do anything in the second. And Maresca saw that and still didn't make subs. So there was a whole chasm of mistakes from both the manager and players not playing to par and whatnot.
I think he took Reese off first, didn't he? So he took Reese off and bought
Reese, and then and
he
put Reese and then put on Andre.
Put Andre on for Reese.
I don't know how Caicedo Enzo lasted that long, bro. I'm going to be real. I'm actually been hooked.
There's a reason why. I think. Listen, there's also another reason why. Listen, these guys also we paid a pretty penny for them, right? As well, if we're being fair, right? So there's always going to be some level of like where I think the manager trusts Enzo. Let's be honest. And at the same time, also you've paid big bucks for these guys. You gotta hope eventually these guys are also gonna be able to sort themselves out throughout the half. And if it doesn't happen, obviously, you then change them.
That's why he probably did keep on, because he probably was expecting some type of reaction. After the sub. Okay, we'll freshen it up. We'll get Andre in. We'll get the other guy in on the left. Yeah, that guy. We'll get that guy in, and maybe we'll freshen it up and do something. But it just didn't work because the rest of the team were just we're fine. We got 7 more games, then we've got United on Saturday. We'll just chill. We're fine.
Just before we preview United and you see a different Jovan, how do you guys feel about the left-hand side? Because it just dawned on me, right? And it should have dawned on me before. If Neto doesn't play well, we are screwed over there.
Yeah.
The problem with the left-hand side, is that you've got Garnacho, who's coming from a Manchester United squad, who's already like not ready, right, and problematic in himself on and off the field. You've then obviously got Gittins, who clearly is going to need quite a bit of time to get into to learn the trade and to learn the stuff in the Premier League, right, as well. And then the other thing for me is then Kukurea is obviously behind them, and I'm a bit worried for Kukurea, bro. I'll be honest, man. Him and Caicedo in particular.
Why are you worried?
Maybe minutes, bro. They've been playing I feel like they've been playing way too many minutes, and even Caicedo today, I felt like he wasn't his best. His best self. Even Kukurea at times, I felt like he just can. I feel like at times it felt like he was getting ran ragged.
Welcome to being at a big club in big competition.
No, but I feel like but the thing is, he's been playing consistently. These guys have been playing consistently for us non-stop, and there's no. I like the thing is we've brought in brackets for these guys, right? And I'm just like, can we?
No, don't do that. Sugo's quality is just injured. Sugo's quality is just injured.
Cucurella just got worse.
No. I'm not saying they're bad quality. I'm actually agreeing. I'm saying, can we play them? That's the point I'm trying to make. Can we play Hato? I know Sugo's injured, and we know who I'm gonna blame also. That brother in Belgium, he needs to start getting fit, bro.
He's gonna be back for United, bro. He's back for United. He's back for you. He's back for that scrub of a club.
10 games in a row. I need to see 10 games minimum in a row before I start talking about this guy.
Let me tell you this. I don't care if he plays
get arrested
10 games in a row. If he plays against United and we win, he can take the rest of the season off. I tell you that much.
Yeah.
What? No, I can't do that, man.
You know what, Javon? With his injury record, that might happen. He might take the rest of the season off. Yeah,
you can't do that, bro.
You sure you want to do this United talk with me and we play you on Saturday? You might need another United.
I can't lie to you. All is forgiven. All is forgiven against Bayern if we beat you on Saturday. If we don't beat you on Saturday,
if we beat you with this performance, if we beat you comfortably, all is not forgiven, but it's a start.
Yeah, it's a start because we're rubbish.
And I don't care. You're rubbish. Flawless. You're rubbish.
You say we've been rubbish for 13 years, and we know what your record is. But
no. That's fine. Why are you bringing up all shit? You're rubbish, and we'll take out the garbage this weekend. We'll take it to the curb. Matter of fact, we'll take it to the dump. We'll even recycle and separate the garbage.
Listen, I'll just be happy to take out the garbage bag, but not have it split on the way to the bin.
Listen, just getting a 1-0 win will be happy for me, mate. Just getting a 1-0 win.
What are you guys doing?
Get the record.
I wanna. They're worse than who Ten Hag was, bro.
Yeah, but
that being said, Vega got a question for you, lot. Sorry, go on.
How many years have we been saying that, guys?
We'll talk tomorrow, mate. We'll talk tomorrow.
Oh, we don't talk now. It's a great point by Vega.
We'll talk tomorrow, man. I'm going to see him tomorrow.
Nah, we ain't going to talk tomorrow. He says, well. Remind me of the Chelsea predictions going up against Vincent Kompany's Bayern. Hey, floor's yours, Javon. What was your prediction before the game, my friend?
I said 3-1.
3-1 Chelsea.
Remember on our show, I actually have him here. You see, no BS. Javon. Oh, hold on, let me find it. Chelsea Bayern.
You check out the show.
3-1.
He was right about the scoreline, just the wrong.
He was, just the teams. Ahmed, what was your scoreline prediction?
I'm cooked tomorrow, man. I can't lie to you. I said I was saying I'm at the club. 2-1 Chelsea. Let's go, lads. You know what I mean?
Bro, that's not bad. Robert said 4-1.
You said it like you said 4-1 or 5-0 or something like that. Yo, that's
the problem is, man. Listen, man, they let me down today, man. But listen, they've got. I can't lie to you, man. There's going to be a lot of wins coming soon, man. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm gonna be honest.
Do you believe that to be the case? Do you see a lot of wins on the horizon?
They better be happy. I don't really care if it's realistic or not. It just needs to be.
I'm saying it is real.
They obviously you got United.
You have some tough games coming up, though. You do have some tough games.
I think, listen, you got United. We should be beating you. Obviously, Lincoln City in the Carabao Cup. I think it's Brighton after. I'm actually going to the Brighton game.
It is Brighton.
Yeah.
I'm going to that Brighton game actually.
Enjoy, man.
It's Benfica at home. It's Benfica at home.
Then so listen. There's next four.
Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool's our last game. Yeah. So listen. I think obviously barring Liverpool, the other, which I listen. I bring bar Liverpool because I think probably a draw will probably be an honest result there, in my personal opinion. Right? The rest of these games have to be must-wins, in my personal opinion.
Must say, hey, I rate that, man. You laying down the gauntlet saying must wins. I hear
This
you.
season, I think Andrew knows my thoughts. This season, I said the theme of the season I've gone with this season for Chelsea is consistency. Right? We should be consistently be playing well. We consistently be trying to win as many games as possible. There's going to be games where we're going to face tougher opposition, but we may not be ready for it because of our squad or stuff like that. But as long as we're able to reach that 80 points by the end of the season and win a cup on the side, I think for me, that's a season well done. In my personal opinion, that's what we've got.
That's fair enough. And to CP, yes, Jose is back. He is back at the bridge. He signed for Benfica, and he's saying you lose if that's the case. All right, first man, fair enough.
It's really used to him, man. Yo, the game's gone, chat. The game's gone, chat, man. The game's gone.
Right, they're a good team. That's what man are telling me.
I don't care, mate. I don't give a sugar, mate. Benfica has to be put in the dirt.
You don't give a what? Say that again.
You don't give a that, mate. You know what I mean?
Say shoot.
I don't. Listen. It's time to, listen. It's time to put them.
Raspberry rhubarb.
I don't give a.
I don't give an iced tea latte. Yeah, that's what it is.
Listen, I don't give a tango orange. How about that?
Pumpkin spice coffee latte.
I actually have not had a pumpkin spice yet. No pumpkin spice yet. No pumpkin spice yet. That'll be next week.
Oh, corrected. Oh, my bad.
Next week.
I apologize. I got you, Prime. Give me 1 second. You lot, give 3 more likes. Scales up to 50 likes, man. Make sure you subscribe to everyone. Subscribe to Javon's channel. Subscribe to Ahmed's channel. The Final Whistle podcast. The Bridge Nation. Both links are underneath in the description.
Blame Tuchel for this. I blame Tuchel for this, man. I blame Tuchel for everything.
I know you would blame Tuchel. This guy's still screaming Tuchel Rouse, you know. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with you? The man ain't been in charge for long.
I blame Tuchel for everything.
Crazy work.
So we're gonna get into the Manchester United talk or what? What we doing?
Yeah, but Prime is. Don't worry, we ain't going. Are you on the clock?
Listen,
we gonna get to it, man. Don't worry about it. I know you want to swiftly move on. Because if you would have won 3-1, you won't be like we're getting into the United talk or not. But I'll lose.
Of course.
Lost 3-1. Yeah,
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be disingenuous. You know, you know me when it comes down to United. The game is just
I'm not being disingenuous. I'm just saying you would be less. You would be less. All this less vim. That's what I would say. There'd be much less vim if you would have won 3-1. That's all I'm saying.
There'd be more vim if
can we move on to United?
Let's move on to United.
Moving swiftly. You know what I'm saying? If Caicedo moved more swiftly, he would have timed that tackle right on Kane. But you lot, run up the likes, hit the subscribe button as well. Let me send this link to Prime.
You know what?
Let me send this.
I was defending you the other day. Troops is right. You are a dickhead, blood.
Why am I a dickhead?
I don't know why you need the troops to confirm that to you. Just work with
why
him.
Am I? And this and hey,
4
troops. If you're watching this back, if you're lurking in the comments now or you're lurking after, this is why I blame you because you have a powerful voice and this turns people against me for doing what? I'm just defending myself. What do you?
No. That's not. Do this. You do this. You do this to yourself.
Yeah.
What?
This is self-infliction. This is you.
How is it?
Right?
How?
I'm amazed still to this day. It's amazing that people still sometimes go, how, like in the chat sometimes I still say, oh man, you guys are so mean to Flawless, and I go, you haven't worked with him for 4 years. You don't know what it's like. You know what I mean? It's like, what are we doing here? It's
the absolute joy. That's what it's like. I'm a nice guy.
Flawless, yeah, Jankro.
Nice guys don't have to say they're nice guys to begin with. You know what I mean?
That's why I didn't say that. I said with the exactly. See, SMT gets it, yo. I have to be asking questions, and I just defend myself. I am merely a host.
He doesn't know. He asks questions with his.
Bro, I was sitting here minding my business asking what's the next segment.
This segment's not over yet, man. You know what I'm saying? The segment's not, and Prime will be joining shortly. So that's why they said. But once Prime's had his say and we've got through that, then we'll get to
you have to pick up Caicedo.
It is. Say that again because you was taking shots. That's me defending myself.
Taking shots at what?
Yeah,
do I have a gun?
Yes. How much I hate United and blah 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 and all this and what we gonna do to you like and blah 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 and all this. That being said, Canal says, how many games do you think Chelsea win in the group phase? Hey, Ahmed, we'll go to you because you was just laying down the what's it called? The amount of wins you gotta get up until the next international break. So yeah, what
I think realistically we should be winning. We should be winning. Barring, I think the Napoli game. I'm gonna say hot take that should be really winnable. The rest of them. These are your next fixtures:
Benfica at home, Ajax at home, Karabag away, Barcelona at home, Atalanta away, Paphos at home, and what's the
Five
last
or
game?
six.
And then
Napoli.
Napoli away.
6
5
games
or
for me.
6. 5 or 6.
Okay, 5 or 6. What are 5 or 6 between you? Like,
All
you
of,
are
so
looking-
obviously you said the Benfica, Karabakh, Ajax, Pathos, Atalanta, and then obviously the last one.
Athos, Portos, Aramis.
Listen, I'll be honest with you, Napoli, Antonio Conte,
Antonio.
mate. We all know who you are, mate. We know who you are, Antonio, bro. That's it.
Well,
So
the Napoli
it's gotta be
game,
6.
hopefully the Napoli game doesn't matter. So it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? It's like, I think we could,
I think we wrap it up by then.
that's what I'm talking about. I'm hoping Napoli game doesn't matter to us in terms of finishing wherever. It's in the top 24, it's fine. I think we can beat Barca at home. It'd be difficult, but I think we can still beat Barca at home.
With that
But
high
the rest-
line?
But the rest we should definitely be beating. The rest we should be beating. There's no excuse not to beat like Ajax they're just name only club at the moment. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing at Ajax. You know what I mean? That's at home. Benfica at home. Yeah, we're gonna have the Jose Mourinho spectacle and stuff like that. They'll be stubborn. But the Greek side, who else? Atalanta away. Yeah, mate.
Atalanta away. I don't think it'd be easy. That's what I was saying. I don't
Tricky.
think
Tricky. But
well, that's fair. Yes, Brian. What you saying, man? You good? See that slight delay. What you saying, Brian?
Yeah, no, I'm muted. Hi.
Man, everything blessed you?
Man, come back and tell people hi. Brother, what is? How the bombas?
What?
Is there a delay?
What did you
Prime,
say?
is there a delay? Let us know.
Can you
Is
hear
there a
us?
delay?
No, I'm good. What did Javern say?
I didn't expect you to
Yeah.
come here and say hi. I thought you'd be frustrated when you asked for the link. The man came here all nice and pleasant and polite. No, brother, no.
Oh,
So let's get to it, Prime, man. Thoughts on the loss to Bayern Munich? Chat to us. What's your thoughts on the game?
frustrating, but
Could you follow words? man?
basically the same lineup we put out again. And what?
I said, look at you. Full ask for
You're
the
a
link. and you follow
dickhead,
words.
blood.
I thought you had plenty to say because Prime's a talker. Why am I a dickhead? Yo, Prime's a talker. So I was like, he's asking for the link. He's gonna have plenty to say.
These allegations what you have against me, you know. Listen, Surfer is right about you.
What
Chief is right
allegations?
about
Are you not a talker, Prime?
Yeah,
Are you telling me you're not?
I'm really not. I'm really
You're a
not.
talker. Like when it comes to this, like not in general, I'm talking content creator. Yeah, you are. So am I. We all are. That's why we all here. We all talk. We're all talkers. 100%.
Exactly. Thank you. But
Can we get your opinion, bro? Please?
the game, I think our actual intensity was off. We didn't play how we played against PSG in terms of how our press and how we controlled the game. I think for about 60 minutes, it was like 50-50. Bayern had times when they were on the ball. We had times when we were on the ball. But after like I think 60 minutes, their experience like showed, and they started to like really control it, and especially when they got their third goal. The first goal, I think Chalobah and Tosin, one of them should be doing better to clear it. I'll be real. Second goal, fares, it's a pen. Third goal, I think. Third goal, Sanchez plays out to Chalobah. Chalobah plays it to Gusto. It's a poor touch from Gusto, a heavy touch from Gusto, which allows the three Bayern players to close him. They get it, you know, and the finish and movement from Kane is smart for their third. But I think like, I don't know, for the most part over the balance of play, I think like a 1-1 or a 2-2 would have been fair, I guess. But because Bayern, they didn't really play great either. But it was just, Neto was poor. Caicedo, thought he was okay, like a 5 out of 10. Enzo was like, I don't think he really did much. Palmer tried, but bro, the guy was so frustrated out there because he had no like options.
I thought he played well. I thought he was the brightest spot. Like he played well. Like he had
Yes.
more. I would say Go Fight State played well, but he looked a threat the entire game. That's what I'd say.
Bro, there are times in the first half where he was just like looking for options, and he had no one around him. Cucurella, bro, I'm not gonna say like he got like cooked and stuff like that, but Olise, he's the best winger in the world, bro. He's
the best right winger in the world.
I think it's, but yeah, I think he's the best winger in the world. Olise is cold. He doesn't get the praise he actually deserves. He's the best in the world. And Kane's the best striker in the world. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. Move on. Go win your other games that you're expected to win. Because this Bayern game, I wasn't expecting us to beat them. I was expecting a draw at best. So whatever. Go win the other games.
And Zayr's asking, not Yamal. You're saying Elise over Yamal.
Yeah.
Okay. Just asking because Zayr asked. That's all. Big up Zayr. You know how to make sure you subscribe
Yamal's
to Zayr.
brilliant. Yamal is one of the best. But I think people also look at Yamal and look at what he can be and assume he's that already. But Yamal's like also a freak. But I'm just taking Elise over him personally. But
First?
that's probably an unpopular opinion. So yeah.
What? It says, can the Chelsea defense improve? That's just to all of you, look, to everyone.
Not right now.
I mean, you can improve if some of the players come fit again. But
what players you saying Colwell?
Obviously Colwell and like maybe a Fofana if he's back fully fit and does stuff like that. But
you guys still have hope on Fofana. Cool.
I have no hope for him, but I'm saying if you want him to be like some level, if he's some level is fit and can do his job properly, I think we're in business. That's what we're all saying. But Achenkpong needs to get minutes, by the way.
Oh, I agree, but a certain Jehovah's Witness is blocking his path. Ahmed, you mentioned the two centre backs. You mentioned the two centre backs. You're not going to talk about the guy in goal.
I'm actually not going to talk about the guy in goal because I actually don't think he was did anything wrong today.
No, I'm going to be honest. No, I'm not talking about tonight. They are asked, can the defense improve? Unless I'm wrong, the goalkeeper is part of the defense.
Like, listen, I mean, yes, he can improve, but it's just like, problem is he's not getting moves on right now. So what do you want me to say?
You don't want to improve the goalkeeper.
I want to improve the goalkeeper, of course, but it's not going to happen right now, is it? Like, with the way the club is moving, we've got to wait for Pender's Nation, man. Tune in on Sunday. That's like I do, man.
Pender's what? Say that again. Pender's what?
Pender's Nation, isn't it? Tune in to
Pender's Nation. I'm just making sure I heard it right. That's all. First, okay.
Wait, no, Ahmed. I was
just making sure I heard it clear. That's all.
Don't do Pender's Nation. Because wherever players, Ahmed, no offense, but whatever players you bring to your nation, they die. So please, no.
All my players cook.
Yeah, your nation is the land of the dead.
Penders is my only hope of replacing middle names. So please don't.
Listen, man. Listen, Pender's Nation is cooking. Manyan Nation is cooking right now. I want to pack my boy Don Allegri.
What was the second one?
Manyan Nation is cooking right now, so we got him.
Oh, right, okay.
You know what I mean? He's under a rule. He's under a rule manager now. He's under a rule manager in it.
Flawless. He didn't He didn't say my nan's nation's cooking like you thought he said.
Yeah, I was just making sure. I was like, what name did he say? I thought he mentioned a player I didn't know. That's why I was like, what did you say? Just to clarify. That's it. Zay says, by the way, Chelsea fans, can we please talk about your captain? Javon, floor's yours, man. Thoughts on your captain's performance tonight?
Seriously, listen, I'm a big proponent, or I'm a big person to give Enzo a bit of time, because I know when he gets similar to last season. Once he gets into it.
Hey, Reece James, your captain.
Reece James, mate.
Reece James didn't play bad today.
He's talking about your captain, so you have to be Reece James.
Yeah, he's asking your opinions on Reece James' performance.
I think the real question should be, why does Reece James have to play in midfield? Why can't our £50 million DM not play in midfield? Can we not ask that question? Cool.
He's injured.
Cool. Everyone still believes in Lavia, yeah? Believe in his actions.
Can Reece James play right back like we want him to? Honest question.
Do you want me to answer the question or not?
No, I'm asking Prime the question. I'm asking Prime a question quickly.
Can Reece play right back?
Hey, Ahmed Prime, stop
I
making
think
me
the
for
real
a second. Give
question
us
is,
1 second.
can
Let me go to
Lavia play in
Javon, man.
DM? Can Lavia play DM?
All right, let me go to Javon
Can
to
we see
answer
you
this
play
and then we
DM?
can talk about it. All right, Ahmed, relax. Go on, Javon. Go on.
Which question do you want me to answer?
Yeah, so
The
by the
captain?
way, Chelsea fans, can we please talk about your captain? So Zay's asking about Reece James' performance tonight.
Yeah, I didn't think he necessarily had a bad performance. Because he tracked back when he needed to. He helped break up some of the play. It's just that going forward, things got broken down. Because he did play a few passes that Neto broke down. You know, and again, playing in midfield is not his natural position. But if Lavia was fit, Lavia would have played there. You know, you can't ask him to do what Gusto's doing, because the minute he gets injured, you know what they're gonna say? Oh, Reece James can't stay fit. Oh, why would you ask him to overlap when you know he can't do that job? You know. So again, these are the same people praising. I'm not saying you, whoever asked that question, but majority of these people who are criticizing Reece James now were praising him when he played brilliantly in the Champions League final, in the Club World Cup final. And a few weeks ago, when he was playing in midfield, he played well as well. So this is not something I'm watching. If you want to talk about Enzo, I got time today.
Default on Enzo since before we go to Reece James and everyone else.
So no one's addressing my Lavia question.
We're gonna get to it. Let you finish what you're saying, and then we gonna get to it.
It's not a question. Like why are we talking about something we already know? Like he's injured. He can't. He's facing fitness, but we had the same conversations about Reece James a couple years ago. No, they found a niche and they're managing him. We'll still have to give Lavia time. Lavia is 20, not even 21 yet. We'll still give him a bit more time. Anyways, on Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez had the same start last year, but once he got into a groove, he was a game changer in the middle of the park. I think what Maresca needs to do is take him out the limelight. Play Andre Santos, give that guy a run, you know, because he can play both. He can play both as an 8. He can advance powered, can make more runs into the box. And I think if Enzo continues to play like this, lackluster, going missing in games, not doing what he's put in the middle of the park to do, which is mostly progress the ball properly, find players properly. This is not a Bruno Fernandes thing where you just hit it in that area and hope the player gets to it. No, find players properly. Then he's a detriment to the team, and at that time you're hurting your progression of the team. So you need to pull him because you have the midfield depth.
Enzo played very well against Brentford. So it's not like and he's played well against West Ham, but that's not saying anything. Played okay against Fulham, didn't play well against Palace, and didn't play well today. So it's not like it's
it's erratic, is what I'm saying.
It's not a run of 5 bad things. Now it's a point of are you asking him to do too much on the pitch in terms of you're asking him, like today, I think he was asked to do a bit too much in terms of run. I know he covers a lot of ground anyway, but he's asked to be the box crasher, number 10, and play part of a 3-man midfield as well. So it's either going to be one or the other. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We saw against Brentford, we saw it where he was basically sitting and controlling and dictating, especially in the second half. Wasn't doing much box crashing whatsoever, and he had a very good game. And against West Ham, he was more of a box crasher, playing as a number 10 or whatever, and had a good game. But this one, I think when you're asking him to do both sides, sometimes it takes away from it, and he gets, we see the results of it.
But I agree with that. But even when we remember when we played West Ham and we had Joao Pedro as that 10, he was still making late runs into the box, but he started from the position of where he was sitting. So I think asking him to start out as a 10 negates him actually turning into a 10 on the pitch. Because when he sits deep and the 10 is drifting to that near post, guess who's still making that late run in that number 10 spot? So
I think though we're asking, we were asking today just to go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Instead of just come back. Yeah. He was doing too much, and you get nothing out of him.
Yeah, we know he covers a lot of ground. He's not the fastest player, but we know he covers a lot of ground. But sometimes you're going to have to go. That's a bit too much. You know what I mean? Especially
If you
like,
wanted someone to do that, Andre Santos would have been a
Do you
better fit.
think Enzo's burnt out? Because
No.
the last year, was he not top 3 for the most appearances made from a Chelsea
Yeah.
player?
Yep.
You not argue
After just coming back from an injury, and he already was overplayed. And then he was also overplayed with Poch as well. Do you not think he needs just a bit of
actually Prime? I think my thing with that Prime is that I would actually make the argument more so that both Cucurella and Cucurella Caicedo probably have a stronger argument about burnout. Then I would maybe even make the argument for Enzo. And the reason why I say that is that Enzo has been left out of games at times, right? You saw when
he was suspended his international break, so he didn't travel.
Yeah, exactly, right. And even before that, like under Maresca initially did start him, but then when Lavia came in, started playing Lavia more, started trying to obviously do stuff like that. So Enzo may have played a lot more towards the middle and back half of the season, right? But he was competing at least with Lavia for a good chunk of time.
Yeah, no. Prime's right.
He also played a lot He also played a lot in the Conference League as well. Because I agree with you.
That's true. Yeah.
No. Caicedo played a lot of minutes last year, as did Cucurella, as did Cole Palmer.
But they got rested in the first part of the Champions League. Prime is 100. Conference League. Prime is 100% right. And you have to take this into factor. Your burnout might be different from my burnout. Enzo may be able to, let's say, just random numbers. Enzo may be able to perform efficiently 28 games. Anything after 28 games, you'll start see a drop in performance. Caicedo's different. That man could probably go 35 games in this scenario without you seeing that drop. And then Palmer's different. So
that can just play all the time.
Exactly. And you could have Cucurella who just gets better the more you play him because his mental and sharpness just gets better. So everybody's burnout might be different. So I think it could even be that what Prime is saying. He could be burnt out.
Because previous games we've played this season, I haven't criticized Enzo because I thought he was the sort of player that maybe starts a bit slow in the season but will build up momentum. But now, from this game, I'm just thinking maybe it's just a little bit of a burnout. And we have the depth in midfield where he doesn't have to keep it playing.
Because we did that with him last season. Remember the same thing Ahmad was talking about. Oh, we subbed him out for Lavia. Yeah, he got a rest when we subbed him out for Lavia and he realized he had to work his ass off to get back into the starting level.
He still played Conference League, and then Lavia didn't last, got injured, and then Enzo had to play.
Yep. So I'm
gonna tag out. I've got to work.
Hey, Surfer, blessings, man. Big up every time, yeah? Every single time.
Remember, don't let this guy off, guys. You know what he's like. You know what I mean? Sit there and smile with his questions.
Whoa. What does that mean?
Whoa, me.
Whoa. We'll tell YG. What is this? Where is this energy? What is going on? What do you mean? Don't let this guy off. What's that supposed to mean?
Why me? Please,
this is crazy.
Please can I have some more porridge, sir. Shut up, Oliver Twist, man. You know, this guy just don't let him off, all right? Just press him.
I don't know what that means.
He's gonna give you leading questions and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I thought you was going because you had to go sleep for work, yo. This guy,
I am going to sleep
long
for work
outro.
because I'm my Gary Oldman impression, so I'm just gonna go right now. Do you know what I mean? So that's a Slow Horses reference. People don't
Slow Horses reference. That is your guy. Yeah. You might have the same. I've said this personality wise.
Flawless can't lead me on enough. I'm gonna love man.
Big up. Never would I wouldn't even try and do such a thing, Javon. That's the craziest part.
You can't catch them anymore. You can't catch me.
I would never try and catch anybody out. This is the craziest thing. Shout out to Seth for every single time. Bram, you mentioned it. You wanted to talk about it. Why can't your £50 million DM play in DM? I didn't know you was talking about, but it seems it's Lavia. Floor's yours, man.
You guys, those of you know me, you know how I feel about injury prone players. You know how I feel.
Yeah.
What do we do with Lavia? Because he's been here his third season.
Yeah. He got signed when Caicedo signed.
Has it been 3 years?
Got signed the same season, he came in right alongside Caicedo.
And he's not played. Has he played 40, 50 games for us?
So, you know. Search it. Give me a second. Figure this out.
All of them going to head out as well, yeah? Peace and blessings.
All right. All right, blessings every single time, Ahmed. Yeah, yo, shout out your channel. Let them know what you got coming up, where they can find you. All that
Obviously,
good stuff.
tuning into the Bridge Nation. Probably gonna have the watch along obviously on Saturday. Do tune in. Love and guidance.
Yeah, he's played 17 league matches for you lot. Ahmed, oh shit, he's gone. I wanted to get his prediction. Never mind. But yeah, he's played. Yes, yeah, he's played 17 league matches for you lot.
Yeah. Listen, like talent and all of that is all great. I think talent-wise, I think he's phenomenal. But you guys know what I'm like with injury-prone players. If you're injury-prone, I don't care about your talent. And because of us not being able to rely on him, that means we have to overwork Caicedo and then Enzo. Now we have midfield depth. We have Santos that we can actually play and rely on too. But Santos, he's not a DM. And even Caicedo, I think Caicedo is phenomenal. I don't think Caicedo is truly a DM either. The only true DM we actually have, yeah, I think Caicedo is kind of what Kante is. Kante is not a DM. But yeah, I think the only real pure DM we have is Lavia. And
I don't know. I think Isugu can be a true DM, you know. And I like when he's fit.
But Asugu is not good enough on the ball like Lavia is, at least not yet anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I listen. Fine, he's 21, but if we can't keep this guy fit, it's 3 years already. How long do you guys want to keep doing this with him until people like
Big up Alam.
Until we
shout out my guys.
possibly have to get rid, because I'm seeing all the hope. He's in training. Was he not also on the bench for the Club World Cup final? No.
Shit, let me check. I'll have a look. I'm sure you lot will know if he was.
And this guy makes posts about people saying stuff like people are chatting shit and wait on me and stuff like that. And like, bro, you don't play. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But,
yeah, he was on the bench for the Club World Cup final.
Yeah. So
Who is this?
You're talking about Lavia.
Romeo Lavia. What are your thoughts on him, bro?
I just want to see him on the pitch at some point, man. Like, but nah, man. Like, I think we could use his skill set. I'd like to just see something different at this point. Just hopefully kickstart some form. I think my biggest issue with the start just thus far is like we haven't hit a stride. I think everything looks bad because that hasn't happened. Once we hit a stride, I think things will feel better. But it's hard to lift the vibes when we were on a high in July and the season started, and we're seeing other clubs do things either in the transfer market or on the pitch to really get people excited, and we're kind of just trailing back in that sense. So, yeah, if Lavia can kickstart us catching a stride, that'd be amazing.
That's right, Javon. Oh, you gotta go shortly, so we'll go to it, man. United Chelsea. Oh, now you got chat. Now you got answers.
I didn't even say no. I didn't even say nothing yet.
The smile on your face said it all. But go on.
Listen, Manchester United playing at Old Trafford, season in, season out over the last couple of seasons has been a bogey ground for us. If we don't win, we either we haven't won, so we either draw or lose, and it's frustrating. And I feel like it's a football gods just. There's certain things in football you just can't explain. I think this is one of the things you just can't explain. It doesn't matter how bad this team is, we still cannot beat them at their home ground. So this weekend, I'm looking for nothing but a win. I'm still hoping. I'm still pressing on. I'm still pressing forward. We will put you to the sword one of these days. And I tell you this, Flawless. If I'm ever 2-0 up, I'm calling you at halftime. I'm calling you after every goal we score.
Well, it's fine. Feel free to call.
It's going to be anarchy. But yeah, we're in two different spectrum of our remit right now for both clubs, and I'm expecting a win. We cannot draw against Brentford, lose to Bayern Munich with a good performance, and go to United to lose. Bro, I'm getting angry again. If we lose.
You don't beat us all the time, man. Like, you should know this. Like, you should be this angry at something that happens on a regular basis. It's been happening for 13 years.
I'm allowed to get angry if the opposition gets worse and worse every season.
Hey, we ain't always been bad. At points, you lot have been bad during that 13 years, but the floor is
But
yours.
bro, this is the if there was a graphic, a line chart, this is you every season. We're supposed to play you, and somehow you guys managed to pull out that bare minimum a point. No, it ends this weekend.
Dreams, man. That's what it is.
It ends this weekend. And on top of that, I got the yard man show me have to deal with them too. I have to deal with them too regarding Brentford and Champions League. I need to go into that at least with a win. Because if I
call them Jack, as you would say to me, yeah, go on, call them out. Call them out.
You know me flawless. I win at Old Trafford, a performance, and I win at Old Trafford. I don't care what happened before.
Yeah, I get it.
What happens before? They can't
roast me. I hear it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I get it, man. I understand you caused you a lot of pain, man. I hear it. So
share, subscribe, people. Follow me on the Followers Podcast. Subscribe because this man is gonna get me on the character.
How is it? How is it? And just last question, Cam was asking, how do y'all go from winning the Club World Cup to not being able to find your stride? Floor's yours, Javon.
You know what it is, though. It's not. I'm not even bantering. I think because we didn't get a proper pre-season break, or the players didn't get a proper rest because they literally left for a week. Some left for a week, some left for 2, right? And then they come back a week later, and it's all out of sync in the sense that some of these players didn't get proper rest. We lost players due to injury. Mariska can't get to the new players. Mariska can't get to implement the system, man. So it's a whole lot of that. So I think that the Club World Cup, the exploits in the Club World Cup is starting to affect us already. I'll say that.
That's fair. And yes, JT, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows, man. Pitch don't tilt. Everyone knows this, man. It don't. Yo, I love that clip. Yo, it flat. Make sure you subscribe to the Clips channel. Big up Prime because he put that together. Yo, that clip is golden. 110%. Yo, it doesn't. The pitch does not tilt. Hey, Javon, shout out to Final Whistle Podcast, all that good stuff, though. I know you got a dip.
Like, share, subscribe to the Final Whistle Podcast. Match reviews out. UCL nights is out, sideline views out, and we look forward to United at the weekend. Listen to me, Chelsea. Listen to me well. I had to deal with these men when it comes down to the Brentford draw, and I get it. You know, international break, subs had to be made. But this Bayern loss, don't fuck up. Don't do it. Do not do it. Do not listen to me. Winning performance on Flawless is head top. So I can, because I have a video planned. I have something planned for you, bro. Don't let me win. Actually, let me win. And let Garnacho score the last goal. Please. I don't ask so much. You know? So best up, people. Share, subscribe.
You see? Like. Bad mind, big up. You lot, make sure you subscribe to Javon's channel. Links underneath in the description. You'll see it'll be on the Yardman show on Saturday with myself, Lex and Kaneki. So we'll be discussing United game and all of that good stuff as well. Listen, Prime to staying with United Chelsea. Your thoughts going into that game? Confident? Not confident because of the record. This is the worst that Manchester United have been. So where do you stand with it? Because I've seen Chelsea fans very conflicted when it comes to this game.
Did Javon even give a scoreline?
Nah, he didn't. But I get one off him.
No, he just asked for a Garnacho banger. I don't think he even cares. He just wants the Garnacho.
Yeah, I can ask everyone. Yeah, I can ask everyone off air and get scoreline predictions from everyone anyway.
When did you guys play it on Saturday, right?
No, we played. Did we play? No, we played. Sunday. Did we play Sunday? I don't know. I forget our games, man. Men in Black thing when our games happen, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Since you guys have played, I've been literally worried all week that you guys would do so. You guys would sack Amorim because that's what you guys always do when you go and play Chelsea. You end up sacking a manager. And then
we're playing the caretaker.
Get a result against us.
Absolutely.
But I've been seeing reports all week that Amorim's apparently, you guys are planning for the international break to sack him. You guys could sack him after Chelsea if the result is bad enough.
There's still 2 days for some shit to happen. Like,
I know.
Don't sell me the dream, man. Don't do that, man. Don't sell me the dream.
But it'd be just my luck. And you guys know I'm never confident playing United. I've never predicted a win. In all my time doing
crap.
And I know everyone's gonna say, because funny enough, I clipped up
what was it?
When you were on back again, and Troops was reading out all these bad stats about Man United,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
All these World War II
This
stats
was
and
recent?
everything.
Yeah, this was
Yeah,
the last
like 2
episode
days
of.
ago.
Yo,
Yeah,
because
the
I
last
remember
episode
when
of-
he read out the Ten Hag list of like.
Yeah, I
his-
read. Yeah, I read that shit out. The Ten Hag list.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah,
Ten Hag
yeah.
list was crazy.
I
Yeah, I read
just
out that.
looked up the Amorim list,
Yeah.
bro. All these World War II stats I know, but I 1-1. I'm not confident.
You know what? If we lose that, then put them apart. If we lose to you lot, I'm presuming you've done it. If that's uploaded, I'm just gonna redirect to there after the watch along.
No, I haven't I've edited it. I've just not uploaded it yet.
Oh yeah, upload it for
There's-
Saturday because if we lose, that's going right there and out. Yeah, 100%.
I don't, bro. Like, so it's a pit in my stomach. I'm so worried, bro. And it's not because United are good. It's just because this is just the shit that we do. I'm so worried.
The fact that you're worried is and Chelsea, because I was after the Manchester derby, I was like, yeah, we losing that game 100%. But I was like, we've gone through the weeks. Through the days and through the week, I've kind of calmed down a little bit. So I'm just like, all right, maybe we do. And talking to yourself and Chelsea fans being reluctant, whether it's on the panel, whether it's in the chat as well. I like what you're saying about it. Are you
Chelsea
super
fans
confident?
No. I'm with it. Go ahead.
Chelsea
Go ahead.
fans aren't confident.
Some Chelsea fans, like Warrior J's been saying that.
Really?
For example,
See, but,
Warrior
okay,
J's
I
been
feel
saying
like the confidence just comes from wanting to talk shit. Like I don't think the confidence can't come from anything real, right? Because it's like you look at the history of the matchup recently, you look at our form. There's nothing real to root the confidence in. So I have the same hesitance because it's just like, yeah, we're not going in. Like I said, we haven't hit a stride. We're not going in with form. We should be beating them because look at their form, right? Their form is ultimately way worse than ours. But we've seen some stupid shit happen in these matchups, like some really crazy shit. So there's a lot of hesitance on my side as well. And I think my bigger thing is like just like heads up to everybody, like being in North America, the UCL matches are during our work hours. So I try my best to watch the match, but I missed quite a bit of that match. But my thing is coming off of Brentford, I would have hoped to see against Bayern, even though I understand that that's a really tough fixture and we don't have like good form going on, I'd like to see some type of a response to Brentford, even in the sense of just like intention and playing well. But it looked like it was a mistake that like a match that was dictated by our own mistakes. So I don't necessarily even love that as a response to what happened in Brentford, right? Brentford is such a bad result because of a mistake. You fast forward to Bayern, there's more mistakes. So it's like we're kind of in that phase now where, you're seeing a lot of self-inflicted stuff. And if you think about what it would take for a poor Man United team to get a result, it would be if the other team is doing self-inflicted mistakes. So that's on my mind, right? That's like I said, there's nothing real.
Nicest way we've ever been called shit. Sorry, go on as you were, yo.
Nah, but there's nothing real to root the confidence in. So like, yeah, from a straight banter standpoint, for sure, 3-0 Garnacho hat trick, right? But it's like that's not real. That's not coming from anything with substance.
But you say that, but usually Chelsea fans predict that we beat Man United. So that's why it's weird that people are saying we won't beat them.
That's why I'm saying
all
it's
I
mixed. I've heard some Chelsea fans be confident, and I've heard of some Chelsea fans not be confident because of the record.
Usually it's a consensus.
Hey, Chelsea fans in the chat, let us know before you carry on.
Usually,
Chelsea fans in the chat, are you confident going into this game? Let us know. Sorry, go on.
Because usually it's a consensus, and then I'm the one that says we're not beating United. It's going to be a draw, and then people say, "Oh, how do you not have chest? It's the worst Man United team we've ever seen." Yada yada yada, and then we don't beat them, and then everyone crashes out. So the fact that people don't think we're gonna beat United, I don't know. Maybe we do beat them. I don't know.
Yeah, see, look,
I don't trust Chelsea fans. So
even he's saying not really. Chelsea fans,
I
the rest
trust,
of you.
I don't trust Chelsea fans. I don't know.
It's been very mixed. It's been very, very mixed. 100%. See, look, another Chelsea fans will say more likely to see a draw. We're gonna be by some scrappy goal.
Yo, this is the reasonable take, right? Like, of course I can understand the Chelsea fans that are confident, but like this, if you're trying to piece things together logically, you're gonna arrive at this conclusion.
Yeah. Nah, I hear it. See, look, he's saying the same thing. No confident. We got a lot of mistakes at the back.
bro.
Telling you, it's been very, very split. Then there is some Chelsea fans who are very confident. Hey, we were better side. They're shocking. We're gonna go there and win.
But yo, it takes nothing to have that opinion, right? Because it's like the whole United aren't playing well. We should beat them. Like most clubs in the Premier League, in theory, could say that, right?
But that is very true.
So, but so there's nothing to that. Like say that if you want, bro. Look at how we're playing. Look at the mistakes we're making. I'm hoping for the best.
See, all I see us doing is something stupid and fucking up. Canal says Chelsea somehow forget playing, a manager forgets coaching at OT. So yeah, maybe it's the horror of OT. In regards to it, am I confident going into the game? Hell no. I'm saying, what do I have to be confident about outside of the record that we hold against Chelsea at Old Trafford? It's the only thing in our favor. Everything else is in their favor. And no matter the result, we lose. Because if we lose the game, we actually lose. If we draw, say, all right, still lost because you know the performance is going to be shitty. And everyone's talking about the lack of wins. And then if we win, these idiots upstairs are going to think it's a turning point and we just beat a good side who are going to finish in the top 4 or chasing down the title and the world champions. And look, we're going to kick on and all this rubbish. So even if we win, we lose in the long term anyway.
It's the fact that we lose. The meltdown.
That might be there with you on the meltdown because then the crazy part is then if we win, this is why this shit don't make no type of sense. Because if you're having doubts and there's reports and meetings talking about, we're going to change the manager in the international break, that means you no longer believe in the manager. Once you are having them serious conversations, you no longer believe in the manager. It shows the players no longer believe in the manager. They don't have to tell me that. The performances show that. The result shows that, especially that City derby. Because we were just flat the entire game. There was no belief. Flat. I said this, and that's the game that people always say, oh, yeah, it's a Manchester derby. Anything can happen. You had crooks like Vega trying to sell that shit, talking about anything can happen. You don't be up for it. Look what happened last year. Word to Roy Keane, 1 yellow card. Manchester derby, you know. And there wasn't a single yellow card. And now that I think about it, I can't even remember like a bad foul. Not even a foul. I remember where I go, oh, yeah, that was really, really late. Or there was any. And I said this before, even knowing that there was a lack of aggression. There was a lack of intent. There was a lack of purpose, not just on the ball, but just off the ball, all over. There was nothing we did with any serious vim. And when
you guys beat United.
Yeah, and then what?
Sorry, I predicted you guys to beat City. Sorry, I said you guys would beat them like 2-0, something like that.
And then is it?
I figured just like City are poor defensively. You guys play counterattack. And just law of averages, you guys have to now win your back-to-back game. So that's why I predict you guys to be there.
Yeah,
yo,
I'm gonna do that.
Well, so you talked about how
we did the Chelsea beating Bayern segment, Eddie. Eddie, if you rewind, you're here
90
for
minutes.
About hour and 15 minutes. Big up Eddie. Though. But shout out to Elise. We're all Bayern. Take a bow, Elise. He was cold. Sorry, go on.
No. What you said about how like once you start having those serious talks, like. You no longer have faith in the manager, right? It's like they have the expression of like so and so is a dead man walking. And my thing is just like, why does the dead man have to be walking? Like, you just put him in the dirt. Like, just put him in the dirt.
Just put hit him with the shovel. You know what I'm saying? And put him in the ground, man. Like that's it.
Have to be striding. Like he can just be dead. Like this. So I mean, yeah, I hear what you're saying. It seems like a drawn out situation. And just like you're wasting time for no reason because this time could be used constructively one way or another. There could be somebody else betting in their ideas, figuring out who fits, who doesn't. There could be some new manager bounce from a caretaker that at least gets people's values up. Like there's so many different ways this time could be used constructively, or somebody who's completely neutral could just stop the bleeding.
That's it. And shout out to my guy Shine. Shine, what you're saying here makes sense. He says, I don't really believe those reports because we don't play midweek. If they want to sack him, they can sack him with pretty much 6 days till the next game if they wanted to. This is spot on, Shine. Only thing that you've done here, which is why I think this statement isn't necessarily true, is because we don't have a competent board. We have a competent board who I believe in when it comes to the managerial side of things. This makes sense because he shouldn't be here. The fact that it's the 18th of September, it would depending on if you're in the UK or not, or whatever time zone you're in, you might be the 17th of September. The fact that we're still having conversations about him tells you is all you need to know. Because none of the records he's broke and none of the win percentages and loss percentages are vastly different. Performances are worse. That's one thing that's going under the radar. I actually think our performances are worse this season. And that is hard to believe because they were pretty bad last season. I genuinely think they're worse now. Players are performing worse. Like, people are pointing to Ahmad. Like, Ahmad not being outside of that cameo against Arsenal. They're nothing. They're nothing of note, really. And that's not just him. Who is, like, everyone's either stayed the same or most have declined. So that's where it is. So, like, in regards to it, they know that. Actually, do they know? I don't know why they're prolonging the inevitable. I have no idea. Do I believe the reports about the October? They definitely, I think if we lose to Chelsea, lose to Brentford, and lose to Sunderland, he's gone, yes. But I don't think we lose all three of those games. Granted, we ain't beating the two West London clubs, I'll say that. We ain't beating Chelsea or Brentford. I was kind of like, we can get something against Brentford, and I seen them play Chelsea with them long throws into the box, and I was like, nah, not a prayer. Not a prayer. Yeah, go on, Alan.
No. So I saw the thing. I don't know if this is like the report you guys are talking about or not, but how they view the next international break as like a reset time or something.
Yeah,
like
I did see that same report. Yes.
Didn't that report come out during the international break?
I think it was.
Was it just after?
I think it was after.
Oh,
it was
okay,
after
okay. Because for a second, I was thinking about it. I was like, "Yo, if the international break is a turning point, did we not just have one?" Like,
yeah, it was after.
What's going on? Okay, that makes sense.
And that's another thing that annoys me. Let's say, all right, we going into. So, what's vastly different about the October international break from the September international break? What's changed so drastically that you're like, all right, we're gonna keep him during the September international break, but the October international break is where you draw the line. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like, oh, United have won 8 league games in 31. Okay, so before the season started, we had won 7 in 27. So 7 wins in 27 Premier League games is okay, but 8 in 31 is completely unacceptable. And the fan base have to hold smoke for this because they back this nonsense as well. We were 7 in 27. He had a 27% win rate in the Premier League.
It's a really random line to draw. Like,
it's extremely. Do you tell me the difference? Like in basketball, like, yo, this my 3-point shooter has gone 3 and 10, and then he goes 4 and 15, and that's where you draw the line.
Yo,
so you're okay when he's 3 and 10. When he's 3 and 10, that's cool. You know, but when he goes 4 and 12, you're like, hey, get him out of the game. Trade him tomorrow. What?
My 25% 3-point shooter just hit 22%. This shit cannot stand any longer.
It's guys, like, please make it make sense, Alam. Please make that make sense. And I had to, like, this is so triggering to me because I had to hear all of this nonsense for months. I heard this May, June, July, most of August. I had to hear all of this absolute nonsense, all of this rubbish, all of this just complete made up, no balance, no logic based about why Manchester United were going to be better. Nonsense. Never. I had to hear it. I had to hear it on here. My life, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? The point is that you say 30% isn't that bad. If that's your main shooter, you're pissed. That's your main shooter, you're livid.
From 3?
From 3. You are. That's your main shooter, you livid.
We're not arguing for a 30% shooter either, you know, like, but no, man, like, I just feel like believing these things at face value, it helps people escape the fact that, like, they escape accepting that their club just is out here doing shit. Like, you know, like, sometimes that's just the reality. Like, your club is just out here doing shit, and it might make sense, it might not. They're just doing shit. Like, this is as far as you need to think about it, right? Like, I think that was Garnacho for a lot of Chelsea fans, right? Because it's like, I think up until that point, it was easy to, like, talk yourself into what was going on and an idea of how things were being built. And then that happens, and it's like, nah, man, they're just doing shit.
Yeah. I had to tell people, though, oh, why can't we finish top 4? Why can't we finish top 5? Why can't we finish top 6? Have you seen the manager and the team? Me and my cousins had this big debate. You know what I'm saying? My uncle was there. Was it 2 or 3 of them? 2 or 3 of them? And we was having this debate, like, literally before the season started. I'm like, my cousin was like, would you sack him? Yes. And he's like, why? I'm like, why would you keep him? Like, please tell me. Like, my cousins have been more critical of me being critical of managers than they are the actual manager. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm going to say to him and see him next, if I was the manager, what would you say to me? You wouldn't accept this from me. And we're family. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Your
help
uncle-
raise
your
you,
uncle was
and
a
you
part
ain't
of that?
this with me. Say that again.
Your uncle was a part of that?
My uncle was kind of like, my uncle always tries to look at the glass kind of like as half full. He's not so much him. It was more my cousins who was on it. But they old enough to know Bell.
Yo,
Like,
this
one
is
of
what
them's
I'm
20,
saying.
one of them's 22. Like, they old enough to know Bell. And the thing is, they're twins. And one of the twins wasn't, there's 4 of them. So the twins are the oldest. And like, one of the twins wasn't with it. I'm like, you know this shit. Like, tell him. But he just sat there not saying anything, watching, listening to his brother talk all of this nonsense.
And they're twins?
Yeah, they're twins. Yeah.
Yo, it's like, yo, go
twins.
tell your other half to figure this shit out.
Yeah, like one of them, as I'm talking and we going back and forth, he knows that I'm right, but he ain't saying anything because I know, like, one of the twins, he ain't with the shits. Like, I know he was manager out from early. Bear in mind, he goes to a lot of the games. He goes to OT a lot. He goes to a lot of the away games as well. He ain't with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he sees it. He sees it firsthand. In fact, he don't even get me no tickets. It's a piss take, but that's a whole other thing. But yeah, like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a loss, and I heard people just backing it blindly. Like, Prime's already got the clips there. Shout out to Addicted to United, who's on TikTok. Make sure you follow his TikTok. When he called in to confront me and talked about in our first 10 games, we were going to get 7 wins and go undefeated. All right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? In that 7 out of 10 games it was, people. The clips there. It's like 7 out of 10. We
all that
undefeated.
GNA. What was it? 115 GNA?
Oh yeah, that was previously. This year it was 92. That was the highest we got. We got 90. We got 9. No, not 92 GNA. It was 92 league goals. Sorry.
Oh, league
92
goals.
league goals.
Shit.
Yeah. So I heard 92 league goals, 85, 80, etc. You know what I'm saying? That.
I mean, I guess the assumption is when you hear people online saying stuff, you can just look at it like this person's probably 17, and that makes it a little bit better, right? The reason why I asked if your uncle is a part of that is because, like, I don't know if everybody's had this experience or has the same reaction. Learning that older family members don't know ball, that's tough. That's a tough experience.
Now I hear it. The thing is, my uncle, who it is, like, he's one of the people who raised me right in regards to football. So a lot of my knowledge and a lot of things I know is because of him. Before I was doing this, man would be there every day, not every day, sorry, like every match day watching games. So my cousins kind of grew up with it as well. So when I see them say certain things, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you just trying to, like, I don't get, because we had the same conversation about Ten Hag. That's the craziest part. And then when I run into, because I've not seen them since the start of the season. So when I see them, I know I'm looking forward to the conversation once I see them after once now the season has started and begun and we've gone through this. Why can't we? I remember going through the fixtures. We can beat this team. We can beat that team. You know what I'm saying? 3-match wins, 4-match wins. I'm like, all right, okay.
No. That makes sense too, because they should have a lot of muscle memory from the Ten Hag combos. Like, the combos are very similar.
It's the same shit, man. I love. It's the same shit, yo.
Like,
it's mad. And to Rizzy, he did message me actually. Yeah, he's just trying some stuff out. But yeah, I presume he's still, obviously I'm not on TikTok, but I'm presuming he is. It's crazy. He probably doesn't want to be stressed. It's mad. It's like, probably for my uncle, it probably hurts because of like, oh, you want us to get better. But then again, he's seen worse. So it's probably like, all right, you lot got it good. That's how my pops looks at it. Because he's seen United worse. He's seen United get relegated and stuff like that. So, hey. Maybe it's that, but I've just had enough. I think this don't help because I can't disconnect. That's why. So that's why I'm so amped about it. Because if I wasn't doing this, I would have just disconnected. I would have done stop watching United. I stopped watching United during the Oli reign initially, the Mourinho reign, the Moyes reign. But with this, not only are you watching, we can watching match day by match day. You're also being asked questions and getting people like, oh, why are you not positive? And did it? I bet.
That's such a good. I'm so glad you brought that point up on this stream, because for anybody in the chat who doesn't know who I am, I haven't been on this platform talking football for like 2 years because I literally did what Flawless is talking about, right? Like, I think 2 months into Pacha at Chelsea, I just like, I'm like, oh, I can't do this. Saturday mornings, I can't do it. Literally, like, midweek matches during work, like, I can't compromise my future. Like, I just can't do this. So, I mean, I have other sports I can focus on, so I did that. But literally, I'm back for 2 years talking football on this platform. I've been here doing the basketball stuff. There was some NFL stuff we did in the meantime, but I literally just plugged out of football until I felt comfortable with returning back to the product. I'm really glad you brought that up because
it is
pushing through it.
And that's what it is. And United, that's the thing is the games. Like, obviously, I'm annoyed at my team losing and stuff like that. That don't bother me. It's just more so than when I state my opinion on the game or opinions on the club overall and the manager, people then will critique me. Like, and this summer in particular as well. Like, it was mad. You know what I'm saying? To the point, back again, man, I've mentioned it. Like, Monts is saying, hey, you lot owe Flawless an apology. Troops is saying, yeah, you lot called this, said all this about, man, and he was spot on from the beginning. Because it's like, it's blatantly obvious. I ain't no genius thing. I went Oracle. Man don't have a crystal ball. Like, it was blatantly obvious what was going to happen this season. But again, the transfer window, I say, is silly season, where people forget because the team hasn't played how bad it is. And it happens during the international breaks as well. That's mini silly season. Like, people just eliminate what's happened prior and how the teams perform because they haven't seen us for 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 months. And it's like, oh, this team hasn't changed that much.
I've got an example of that.
Talk
you
about
guys
it.
remember 1920 after Frank's first season? We lost the FA Cup final, and that summer we brought in Thiago Silva on a free, Mendy, Havertz, Werner, Ziyech. I remember Chelsea fans saying that we would go the first half of the season unbeaten. That we'd go machine for machine with Pepsi.
It's crazy.
Bro.
Like, it really is. Like, and you lot, make sure you subscribe to our Lamb's channel. This is one of them in motion football. That's an NFL channel, people. And make sure you subscribe to his other channel, Toronto Hoop Talk, which is an NBA channel, people. Both links are underneath in the description, and both links are on the featured channel page as well, people. So make sure go check them out. Go on.
I got the names over here. I commented in the chat, people. So yeah, it's an NFL channel. I'm probably gonna go live in like 20 minutes. I do have to cut now. This was fun though.
Right.
And you guys will see more of me here because again, like, I am a football fan again. So I will be here more often. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'll see you guys later. Yeah.
Good
Prediction 1-1.
Yeah, prediction 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1.
Good to have you back though, Alam, man, for real.
Thanks.
Big up. And also as well,
I'm a Chelsea fan. All right, now I'm out.
Saying NFL, I didn't know if she was talking NFL or not, but big up.
Oh,
man.
true. I'll hang out in the chat to see how she feels.
Yeah. But no problem whatsoever. But shout out to my guy Alam every single time. Subscribe to both his channels. Does great work. I say been on the panelist for a minute. Yeah. So one of his channels is NFL, and then one's basketball as well. So In Motion Football is NFL, and then Toronto Hoop Talk is basketball. Because you're a Raptors fan. So that's what that is. Let's see. And yeah, Kai, Flawless, people have to wait until the car's fully broken down to see signs, but we can see the signs early. Yeah, because I can hear the engine, as the car's driving, I can hear the engine sounds fucked up. That's why. I can see the check engine and light flashing. All the signs. Like, I can hear and see things, but again, we move, man. We move. There you go, Eagles. But I think that's everything. I think we've actually last few questions, people, before we close out.
What is your prediction for the United game? You didn't say.
I think it'll be 1-1, I do think it is. I think there'll be a response.
Yeah.
And watch these make me look stupid and go out there and be flat. But for some reason, I'm just thinking there'll be a response. Because everybody is now writing them off not only writing them off in this game, but just writing off the manager and the regime and the team. So I think there will be some form of response simply because the bar this season has never been lower than it is now. The bar was already low. Don't get it misunderstood. The bar was already very, very low. Hence why you've seen the reaction to the Arsenal game performance. That's simply because the bar was low, because we lost that game. But if you didn't know we lost that game, you would have thought we would have got a positive result. So I think the bar has continuously been lowered, which makes it easier. Any form of, if we play a 4 out of 10 against Chelsea, for example, that's going to get spoke up like it's a 9. We play below average against you lot. If we play average against you lot, 9.5. Oh, it was brilliant. Look how we matched them. Even especially if you lot don't play well.
Yeah, that's my biggest worry. I'm not in playing United all this time, I've never been worried about you guys per se. It's Chelsea that I don't trust to turn up. And I know people will say your forwards haven't been the best and stuff. But again, Sanchez, they could do something. And I really just need Chelsea to win against United. I really do. I really, really.
We're gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna find out about it. That's one thing. 110% gonna find out.
When's
And see.
Yardman show? Is it
Saturday.
straight after that?
Saturday. Not straight after, but yeah, Saturday. It'll be after. Wait, what have I got? It's on the friggin' schedule. Let me double check. But did I
Like,
move
is there going to
the-
be Q&A first and then?
Yeah,
the
there'll be a
Yardman?
Q&A first because I'm gonna move the Arsenal show. What have I put? I can't
You're
remember.
not going
my
to do
own-
Man United.
Probably not. Let me see. What have I got here? Hold up. Yes, you're right. There's a Q&A. Yeah, I moved the Arsenal show to the Sunday, so I need to chat to them lot. Yeah, because Arsenal are playing Sunday. So yeah, the Yardman show will be after the Q&A as well. All of this is on the schedule as well, people. All of this is on the schedule. But it's ridiculous. So Benfica, Fenerbahce, Besiktas can fire their managers overnight after losing the game, but United can't after 8 wins in 31. You said it, Canal. You said it. Like, I don't understand. Actually, yeah, I do understand. It's just negligence. That's what I'd say. But you see it here in Motion Football. That's the Lambs NFL channel. Toronto Hoop Talk. That's his basketball channel. So subscribe to both. Like I said, links are underneath in the description for both, and both on the feature channel page as well. What are you saying? Hey, that's off there. That username always cracks me up, yo. Like, big up to you, though, man. Big up to you. That's what I say. I'm just gonna say big up to you. Super chat's a bit crazy, but big up, man. Appreciate it.
Emma Watson.
Thank you.
Fair, man.
Yes,
Fair.
it is.
Fair.
Well, that username, because this person, I don't know if it's a male or female. So this user always always super chats on what's it called? On Back Again. So that's how I knew the name. You feel me? I was like, yo, that name is hilarious. Our name is hilarious. So yeah, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Flawless, I feel like we'll get a result against Chelsea and the top Reds will get giddy again and the cycle will continue. Potentially. I hear it. Trust me. Yeah, they always trying to get, like, I'm too smart. You know what it is, Shine? I read comments and usernames before I say it. Like, I'll scan it and go, all right. It's like when someone said they tried to get me with the, as he was saying, oh, why don't you travel over? I think they were saying to Germany and and then I didn't say it, but Jez said it. But because of Jez's accent and how broken it is, it didn't work. So, yeah. Well, shout out to them, man.
Germany and what?
Yeah, so they tried to say, oh, you should travel out to, I can't remember the country, well, just use Italy, for example. They was like, oh, you should travel out to Italy. They got great. And then, yeah. You know what I'm saying? They said, they said, so yeah, certain, I can't remember what they said, but they said something, and then they said deal, and then they put a space, and they said, and they had dough. And I was like, what? And but I didn't read it. Yeah. You just call it. I can't remember, but they made the sentence make sense. The super chat made sense. Big up, man. All right, I call you JG. Big up to JG. Says I'm a guy call me JG. And yeah, Emma Watson, the what's
yeah, you're a Harry Potter fan then. There's
yeah. Harry Potter elite. No, ever getting misunderstood. Harry Potter is elite. The books are elite. The films are elite. File. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, right. I get it. Right now, Emma's, she's washed, but I get it. Man.
I said she's washed. Is she washed?
Currently, yeah. 2025.
I don't know if she's washed or not, so I can't comment on that. But yeah,
you don't keep up to date with Milk Digest.
Not milk that I don't really like. Nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not interested, to be honest. Like, I've never been like, yeah, Emma Watson, this and that. Never. And yeah, Canal, I didn't know LOML was a thing, but now we know, man. I'm old too. But yeah, Harry Potter's elite. You know what I'm saying? It's elite. Man's got all the books. You know what I'm saying? That shit, I've been reading that since I was a kid. Harry Potter's elite. The films are fire as well. What's your favorite Harry Potter film, by the way, Prime? Have you seen them all?
Yeah, I've seen them all, read them all. Favorite film?
Yeah, out of a lot of them. There's 8 of them, isn't there? Yeah, there's 8. Because Deathly Hallows, they split into 2.
Oh, favorite film?
Yeah. Favorite Harry Potter film?
I don't know, actually.
Okay, cool. That's why that's kind of interest. Because for me, it's Deathly Hallows Part 1, but people don't seem to like that. Like that film, like people put that pretty low on the list. I'm like, yo, Deathly Hallows Part 1 was fire to me. Ending was fire. Like, except part 2 so good, and part 2 was good too, but part 1 was the best one. But big up to you, JG, man.
I'd agree with that actually. Halo's part 1 is amazing.
I think it was, but people don't have it. People have it low. People have it all like 3rd, 4th, 5th. I'm like, damn.
The movie.
Yeah. The film. Yeah.
Why?
I have no idea. People are strange, man. I'm telling you. To Dallas is flawless. Who do you want as the next manager? Out of the lot we've been linked with, I go Areola. However, I'm not giving him a whole heap of praise joining. Like, managers have to show and tell here. I don't care what you did before. I don't care like what you did before, because managers, the pressure at Manchester United is so different. Managers just join and turn stupid and just start making foolish decisions and getting attached to bad players. And I'm very fearful of whoever the next manager is. So whether that's Areola, whether it's Glasner, it can be Xavi, whoever your pick is, I'm so fearful of the fact they join and they're like, Bruno's my guy, or Maguire, or Mount, or Shaw, or Malone, or Bayern Deer. I'm just very fearful because managers do it. And I don't know why.
I had this conversation with Sheik and Spoovy a few weeks ago. They didn't want to listen to me because of the whole Garnacho stuff. And they kept saying the whole, we got our get back for Mount. And I told them, that's fine, but I trust Chelsea to get rid of Garnacho within a year or two. Do you trust Man United to get rid of Mount and Bruno and Shaw and Onana? Will they be gone by then? They probably won't. So who's going to be laughing then?
But it's not about getting rid. Go on, carry on.
And they were like, yeah, but like, Garnacho and stuff. And we then got to a conversation when I was like, there's a reason why managers like these sort of players, and they always get picked by all these different managers, regardless of system and tactics.
Idiots, that's why.
Oh yes, but all managers love them. All these managers love them. So you have to get rid of these players that managers love that aren't good, or else they'll continuously get picked. I've seen it at Chelsea too long, where I can spot the signs. And if United don't get rid of Bruno, Mount, Shaw, the next manager, regardless of who he is, will love those players too and will play them.
And that's where my issue lies, is they don't have to play them. That's why I'm cracking up. It's not about, of course I want to get rid of them, 100%. You know what I'm saying? Of course I want to. But you don't have to get attached to them is my point. You don't have to play them. That's where my issue lies.
You don't have to. But for some reason, managers love them.
Yeah, and you go, and the thing is like, that means you ain't got no sense because you ain't seen what's happened prior.
Most managers, then that's most managers. Then.
And that's where my issue lies. That's why it's like, yes, get rid of them, like 110%. But I'm saying my main thing is do not get attached. Don't come here and go, yes, Mount's going to be my guy. Why? You know what I'm saying? Just no. Same with the Delo, same with the Maguire, same with the Shaw, same with the Bruno. I'm not saying you have to put them in the bum squad and ostracize them and they don't play at all. But I'm saying them playing week in, week out with no repercussion for poor performances. If you want to play them, all right, that's on you. If you want them a part of the squad, okay, even the 11, but hold them accountable. Why do they play week in, week out? And managers join and do this nonsense when you have the previous evidence as well. So that's where I'm at with it. And it will take a sensible manager to go, yeah, you know what, get rid of these. I mean, I'm not going to play this lot. So that's where I'm at with it. So I don't know. I don't know, man.
Do you like? I know everyone's. People say it can't get worse. But
hey, before you say BCB, this is a crazy username, crazy super chat. But big up, thank you very much for the super chat, man. But I enjoy that. Sorry, go on.
Is that a Jamaican thing? What?
No, when he's saying, don't read it out loud, but look at the last part.
Oh,
just look at the.
I looked at his name, his username.
Oh no. The username is good. It's crazy, but I'm saying more so the last part of the super chat. But thank you very much.
How is the username crazy?
That is crazy because that is just wild.
I don't get it.
Yeah, that's just wild. That's what that is. That's why I say it's crazy because it's wild. Sorry, go on.
Like people said with Ten Hag when he goes that it can't get worse, and it has. Mm-hmm. Like. And I know you don't believe like there's this curse and stuff with United, but do you not think there's something to be said about like managers or players that are like highly soft after or have had good careers or good potential or whatever have come to United and not been able to live up to it or got worse?
Some are just
Do you
premature.
think
Some are
there's
not good
something
enough.
there?
No, some are just not good enough, or some are just not ready. That's what it is. That's what I'd say. You either weren't good enough or you weren't ready at the time. Because no one's left here and been amazing. So that's the crazy part. People have left here, not been amazing. That's United's fault. But if they leave here and are amazing, then we still get the blame. Someone leaves here, let's say Amorim leaves here and then goes to Spain or goes to Italy and wins La Ligas or Serie A's and wins the Champions League. Or United are the problem. Or if he goes somewhere like Ten Hag and gets sacked after 2 games, we're still the problem. No, hold these people accountable. They weren't good enough. But people, because it's Manchester United, people go over the top. Managers get
could it not
sacked from every club
also
every
be
day.
a thing that like you ruin them?
No.
I just because I think it's I don't agree with like curses and stuff like that, but I do think like it is an interesting point because like it was only a year ago that Amorim was one of the most sought after young managers in the world.
Yep.
Everyone rated him,
Mhm.
and a year, it's gone.
Like, facts.
Everyone rates Glasner, everyone rates Iriola.
Mhm.
If one of those two become United manager, and we're sat here in September or in the summer talking about how bad they've been,
Okay.
like I don't know. I just think I don't like. I think there might be a little something to it. I guess
I don't think there is. I think if you look at Chelsea, Liverpool, or Arsenal, you lot have done the exact same thing.
Yeah, and people say that about us as well.
But I disagree. That is you lot. I disagree. It's Chelsea, Liverpool, or Arsenal. Their managers weren't at the level.
No, not with managers. People we like with strikers with Chelsea. Like people have
Same with
said
strikers. I don't think any of the strikers you lot signed at the time when it was supposed to be it. But I'm talking about managers in particular. I don't think like Graham Potter's not. I don't think you lot ruined Graham Potter. I don't think you ruined.
I mean, I never rated.
I don't think you ruined, but he was how people are talking about Glasner and Areola is exactly how people are talking about Potter for England. Potter's the next is the best manager outside the big 6. That isn't Chelsea's fault. You gave him a platform to succeed at the highest level. He's not good enough. It's like in boxing and in MMA. There's weight classes. Not everyone can get to once you jump up weight classes, guess what? It ain't it for you. Not everyone can fight at an elite weight class. Graham Potter can't. Amorim can't. Ten Hag can't.
Because it's Amorim or Areola you want specifically, right? One of those.
Yeah, I'd go with Areola. Yeah, because I don't want anybody being taken by surprise. To go back to the weight class scenario, I don't want anybody taken by surprise, at least at being at the weight class. Whether you can be successful here, no, but at least you've had some form of fights here. That's where my issue lies. I don't want anyone taken by surprise by the league.
Oh,
and Areola won't be taken by surprise by the opposition. He might get taken by surprise by the pressure at Manchester United, but there's no substitute for that. Unless you've been at Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, one of the big 6 in the Premier League. Actually, even exclude Spurs from that. Even exclude City from that. Unless you've been at Arsenal, Liverpool, or Chelsea, and if you've been at Arsenal, Liverpool, or Chelsea and been successful, you're unavailable to us. If you've been successful at Real Madrid and Barcelona or Bayern Munich, you're unavailable to us. So the only way to find out if they can deal with the Manchester United pressure is to be at Manchester United. It's like taking penalties in a Champions League final or a World Cup final. There's no substitute for that. You don't know how you are going to deal with that until you are there. You can train.
Why would they be unavailable?
Why couldn't Manchester United go and get Alonso, Real Madrid manager? Why would he leave?
No. Oh, you mean a current one, not a former?
Yeah, I'm talking current. Because if he's left, something went wrong. If he's left, if Chelsea have a let's say Maresca's super successful at Chelsea, wins you lot Premier Leagues, Champions Leagues, why would he leave? Why would you lot get rid of him? Now, if an opportunity arose, say he does that, and then he falls out with the Chelsea board, and then is available straight after, then of course you go and get him. But what's the likelihood of that? At Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barcelona. They're the teams I put on the level of Manchester United in terms of pressure. If you can withstand pressure at these football clubs, then you've had some form of experience with it. Whether you think it's more or less equal, whatever, you've had something that's close to it. You've dealt with the pressure of being in a big fight, should I say, where it's pay-per-view. You have to do a 24/7 series. There's a microphone in your face everywhere you go. You can't train alone. There's questions, all that adds into it. It's not just when you're coaching at Manchester United and being the manager. It's not just managing Manchester United you have to do. It's not just, all right, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday or Wednesday. All right, cool. It's a media circus that follows you around 26, not even 25-8. It's 26-9.
So then how do you get a manager?
You have to try and get a manager who shows the traits elsewhere that shows he can deal with it. Hence why I'm saying go from within the Premier League, because at least they have some idea. Go on.
Yeah, but like Areola could still fail. You know?
Of course.
I'm not Amorim fail, but like I mean in general.
Yeah, without doubt, he could still. But we have to get somebody.
No, I know you have to get somebody, but like, especially with the way your board and stuff is ran, do you think they'll make the smart, they'll actually do the proper work to get the smart appointment? Because like with Chelsea, after we sacked Poch, the next guy had to work, and we actually did our due diligence with getting stuff. Do you think you guys will actually put the work in to get them the right fit to come in?
You know what? Yeah, because I think they did that initially.
You think they did that with Amorim?
I think they did that. I think they did that with Amorim. I just think it was the wrong timing. But I think they actually did their due diligence. They gave themselves a smaller window to work with. And because they did, that's why they ended up with Amorim. Because if they would have done better, Flick was available. You could have got Flick. Could have got Hansi Flick. But because you lot messed up, I think Flick would have joined Manchester United.
He rejected someone.
We didn't approach him.
We didn't approach him. He rejected somebody.
Was it Bayern? No, it was Bayern Munich. It was Bayern.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Because he'd been there before. He rejected Bayern. Yeah. So, like, that's what it is. So I think in the window they had, and here's where they messed up, because their window was so small and they had to deal with it because of the mistake they made, they then had to do their due diligence, but didn't give themselves the best opportunity. So Amorim was the best fit for what was going on at the time, even though it failed. Because outside of him, I don't think there was really too much. Maybe you could argue a Honus, maybe a Glasner, maybe a Areola. The people who are on here now, but like you said, he was touted as the next best thing. I have no issue with you lot going to get him. Zero issue with that.
I wanted him at Chelsea.
I went wrong. Say again.
I wanted him at Chelsea.
Yeah, see, like he was touted. So that's what it is. So no, that's why I don't believe in the curse. No, you're not good enough, because no one leaves here and does anything of note. And guess what? If one terrible setback can cost you in the Premier League, guess what? You're not built to manage at the highest level then. If you can be the next best thing and be, I'm going to win domestic titles in the high European leagues and win Champions Leagues and and then one bad stint at Manchester United totally messes you up and you can't get back to that level, you're not built for this. It's like as a boxer, if you lose one bout badly, let's say you get stopped and all of a sudden now you are no longer nowhere near the level, guess what? You ain't built for that, because you're going to take losses. You're going to have bad stints. Whoever your GOAT is manager-wise has had a bad stint. Pep's going through it now. Fergie went through it. Mourinho went through it. Wenger went through it. Ancelotti went through it. Whoever your GOATs are, whoever your top 3, top 5 is, go back and watch their entire managerial career, and guess what? They would have had bad stints somewhere, even if it was a season. It's like how you bounce back. So no, that's why people just like to blame us, because it's easy. But no one did anything of note. One's leaving. Moyes didn't. Van Gaal didn't, even though I think he got 3rd in a World Cup. Who else? Do you watch Ten Hag get sacked in 2 games?
Van Gaal at the World Cup, that was before United.
Was that before? I stand corrected. I thought he went back into international management. I stand corrected. Ollie as well. I was hearing all this shit. Oh, when Ollie goes, so why did it take him 3 years to get a job? He was
the
that
next guy,
after. Go on.
I'm assuming, like, United fans, United and Arsenal fans are always bogged down on like the guy and the long term because of how long Fergie and Wenger were at the clubs, and that's why Arsenal fans are so like they love Arteta. But I think like with Arteta, if he goes after the first season when they challenge for the league, or maybe even the second season, then you look at that time period he's had as he did very well to build Arsenal back to challenging.
Absolutely. And he did. He's done an excellent job at taking it to that point.
Yeah. And I think it's okay as a manager if you're the guy before the guy. I don't think that's a bad thing.
Agreed.
So do you think that's what United need?
No, you prefer the guy to be the guy to take you from the very top because you don't want to.
Oh yeah. Oh, obviously. But I mean,
but if it is, like, I have no issue. I would no issue with it. But I don't even want Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues right now. I just want us to be a competent, cohesive team again.
That's how I view Maresca. I think I view Maresca as the guy before the guy.
Yeah.
And so far, he's doing what I expect. So.
Yeah, I would say so. 100%. Like. So yeah, I just want a good manager at this moment. I don't need world level. I don't need elite. I don't need a Hall of Fame GOAT manager. I think good. Do I think Ariola is the guy to go win us Prems and Champs? No. I ain't seen that. But I do think he's
stabilized. Yeah.
Yes, he's the guy to stabilize and push us into Europe. Yes, 100%. It's the guy to implement the basics again. Yes. The guy to get us playing just good football again. Also, yes. That's all I need right now. I just need the basics. That's it. I just need the basics. That's all. Nothing too strenuous. Like, nothing too much. Literally, the basics is what I'm asking for. Come in and just get us to be in a cohesive, competent unit again. Competence. That's what I want. Competence. And get the best out of what we have. And if that best is 4th, get us 4th. If that best is 7th, get us 7th. I'm okay with that. I'm not asking too much for that. It's not. Well, people act like I am. And to Nick, who says, did you know that we're on our 10th manager since Sir Alex, including interims and caretakers? Managers, it took us 7 managers to get from Sir Matt Busby to SAF. Yeah, I ain't fussed. Keep trying. Keep sacking managers. I have no issue with that. Keep sacking. Keep sacking managers and bringing in managers until you get it right.
That I agree with. Because
same way most people who are married, how many girlfriends have you had, or how many people you dated? To the females in the chat, to anyone who's married, how many boyfriends have you had until you found the correct one? What are we talking about? Same, it's not I'm just gonna stay with this. I'm gonna stay with this person even though I'm unhappy in this relationship. No, you break up with such and such, and then you get in another relationship, and if that don't work, and so on and so on. Some people are lucky enough to have been with their childhood sweetheart. Most people haven't. Sorry, go on.
It's only managers people have this affiliation to. But if I said that, oh, United don't need a striker, just stick it out with Hoyle, I sound crazy.
Yeah, because getting rid of players is the norm, but people have this whole, oh, you can't sack managers. It's not the United way and rubbish, which is absolute nonsense. This is absolute nonsense. And Canal, I see what you just said there about Moyes, because I was checking. Moyes shown that Moyes got to the Manchester United level, shown he wasn't good enough, and dropped back down to his level and was successful. Hence why he won a Conference League with West Ham. Hence why he came West Ham in the league, did what he did with West Ham, multiple finishes in the Premier League, and now he's at Everton. That's his level. If you want to be a solid Premier League level side, Moyes is your guy. All clubs, United, all clubs are sacking clubs. There isn't one that isn't. There's no top club that's not a sacking club. Unless you stumble across a Pep or Klopp, that's it. Liverpool are a sacking club. Chelsea are a sacking club. Arsenal are a sacking club. Arsenal have kind of gone away from it with Arteta, but he's the exception to the rule.
No, I think his point is we're a sacking club, but we take too long to actually sack the manager.
I think we're all sacking clubs, to be honest. I just think we just make terrible decisions with it. What are you saying, our stats? But yeah. Any final thoughts on the game, Prem?
No.
Right, you lot, final few questions, man. I know I said that probably about 20 minutes ago, but let us know beforehand. What did that Gunnar Hall say about Amorim? I didn't see it. What did he say? I didn't see what he said. Go on, fam. Carry on. I'm still here, fam.
How
Go
did
on, carry on.
How did Chelsea go against? Because I didn't watch the Brentford game. So does anyone in the chat know, or Flawless? I'm assuming you watched the game. Does anyone know how we played against Brentford? Real had 12 managers including interim between 2022 and 2014 until they won the UCL again. Yeah, something wrong with sacking managers because you just go until you find the right one. Not good, Brian. Okay. Better when Palmer came on. Bad first half, second. The Brentford game, I didn't watch it. Do you know how Chelsea played?
Oh, yeah, the Brentford game, I watched it at first half, Paul. Second half, you got better when you made the changes. Simple as that. Cucurella, Palmer, whoever else you brought on, Reece James, yeah. That was it. That's pretty much their fair analysis. And you look, speaking of that, and Chelsea-Brentford games, all Premier League, Champions League, Europa League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup games, people will be on the Clips channel. So all the non-Manchester United watch-alongs, they'll stay on the Twitch, but they'll also be on the Sarcasm City TV Clips YouTube channel as well. Like we did the Bayern Chelsea game today on there. Newcastle Barca will be on there. The Merseyside derby will be on there. Brighton versus Tottenham, that will also be on there as well. And then Sunday's games will be on there as well. So yeah, get over to the Clips channel. Of course, Prime will still keep uploading clips on there. So get over to the Sarcasm City TV Clips YouTube channel because you just don't get clips. You know what I'm saying? You just don't get clips now, people. You also get watch-alongs over there as well. Yo, what did you ask, Dazzle? What is it? What was the questions? What did you say? Say it again. I missed it. What did you say? Oh, yeah, what about this? I was talking to my boy the other day, and the quality of players is getting worse year in, year out. We were saying Fletcher and Obi Mikel would be 60 to 80 million today. What do you, man, think? Yeah, because it's more and more about systems and not individual quality. It's not about, all right, let me just get this player who's cold and put him into my side. It's who fits my system. So then you're going to bump up the price. This is why you're hearing more and more about profiles and the way you want to play, etc., etc. So, yeah, Fletcher would be. Because Fletcher was a technically very good player and followed instructions to a T. Very good system player. John Obi Mikel, the same. We've seen how Mourinho used him at Chelsea. So, yeah. If Dazers is another one, let me know. But, yeah, Clips channel, shout out to Shine. And kind enough to drop that in the chat as well. I think Alam said he was going live. Let me double check this.
Yeah, he's already live.
If Alam's live, we're going to send you over there.
Mikel's a better player than people give him credit for. I don't know if that's biased. But
nah, that's because of the era he was in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, obviously, I'm not saying he's better than those guys, but I mean in general.
Well, I'm saying because of the era he was in, people just looked at him like, yeah. Like he went all that. But yeah, Mikel's a good player. Same way Fletcher was as well. But that man were squad players and did what they had to do for the team. But all right, people, we're going to close out. Where is it tomorrow? Thursday, people. So we'll be back live on the Clips channel. Back live on the Sarcasm City TV Clips channel, as well as the Twitch for the Newcastle United Barcelona game, people. So we'll be back for that. That'll be over there on those two. And then here, about 12:30 a.m., Solo Sports Q&A, people. Solo Sports Q&A. Oh, yeah, this was it. I asked you both if you had to put on a hat in Harry Potter house, what house would it put you in? We did this on a stream, actually. It was on the playback last year. I think I got Hufflepuff. When they put me in Hufflepuff.
Yeah, you're in Hufflepuff. I'm in Ravenclaw. Sunshine's in Ravenclaw. Jez, I'm pretty sure. Either, is it Slytherin or Gryffindor? I think it's Jez.
Yeah, he just sound like he could talk to snakes, man. He that type of character still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think maybe during the next international break as a stream.
Yeah, we'll do some Harry Potter stuff. Yeah, 100%. We'll figure something out. I'm sure they ain't never game out. Is the game multiplayer? We'll have to figure something out anyway. We'll have to do something.
It's not multiplayer. I actually completed the game. It's not multiplayer.
Is it not multiplayer? That stinks. How you not got
online? But it's still a great game though.
How they don't have Quidditch pro clubs, man? That shit be lit. What is going on? That shit would be fire. That shit, you telling me Quidditch pro clubs wouldn't be fire? That shit would be fire. That Seeker, the goalkeeper, what are the two guys with bats called? Them, like that shit would have been fire. What are we doing? Is this the game you played? Hogwarts Legacy.
Hogwarts Legacy is a great game.
Is it that one? So yeah, like they should do that. They missing out online. Like you could have spell battles and shit. That shit would be fire. Yeah, Dazzle, you know that. Why, Dazzle, did you do it? What house did they put you in? Yeah, I think I was Hufflepuff, like I said. Look at this guy, yo. Big up Flawless and everyone. Tell Troops I can't take them. I can't make them. But please. I seen you tell him. I ain't gotta tell him. I seen you in the group chat. I seen you tell him in the group chat. Big up Lewis. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Go watch his vlog.
Hey, yeah. Lewis. Hey, I'll be the Chelsea rep. Don't worry.
See, fire right there, man. Telling me Quidditch pro clubs wouldn't be fire. What are you doing? You won't listen to me. And what? You think you're going to listen to me? I'm me. This guy does nothing but slander my good name, Troops. What are we talking about? Oh, listen to me.
Not slander.
Yeah.
But...
It's extremely slander. It's extreme slander. What do you mean, not slander? It's unfair.
What has he said? That's wrong.
Everything. You know what I'm saying in that?
Examples?
Everything. Calling me a dickhead. What else did he say? Calling me a prick. Calling me a waste man. Calling me a pussy-o. There we go. Just those four off rip.
He's not said anything that he's lied.
Yeah, this is just for there's no evidence of this whatsoever. Ask by questions. What is this going on?
The Sarcasm City TV channel is evidence.
Yeah, it's crazy. Big up Syed who says, big up Flawless, who'd you like to see the next manager for United? Yeah, probably out of the lot, Areola. But then again, I got to see how he deals with the pressure. But all right, let's bring him in. Oh no, Snow Bunny Hunter. That's fair. That's true. You know what I'm saying? That's not slander. That is true. Yes. If it ain't snowing, I ain't going. If it's good snow, I must know. You already know the vibes. You know what I'm saying? The Winter Soldier. You know what I'm saying? Calcium Connoisseur. The Milkman. Snow Bunny Hunter. You know, the Milk Luther King. Oh, I have a dream too. Sorry, big up Flawless Prime in the chat though. Every single time, Lewis. Big up, man. Every single time. Why not Xavi does it? Because I don't want another manager joining. Not another manager. I don't want a manager. Actually, yeah, because Ten Hag wasn't here. I don't want another manager joining and he's surprised by the Premier League. I don't need the culture shock of that. Same way I spoke about players in regards to them being in the Premier League and not having to get acclimatized and accustomed to it. The league itself, also the country. I don't need that for Xavi. I don't need Xavi joining and he's like, this league is Jesus, the physicality of the league, the pace of the league. I don't know how to deal with it. Yep. Xavi with Matter on staff. No, I don't want Xavi. You've been in Spain. This is a complete different culture shock. No. If we was higher up the table and we was trying to go from third, second to first, I hear Xavi. But we're trying to go from the pits of hell to earth. Just get me back to earth level, man.
The pits of hell to earth.
Yeah, we're just trying to go from the pits of hell to earth. I need someone to get you. This fight ain't for you. That's what this fight is not for you. So that's why I wouldn't get Xavi. Ain't going nowhere. Xavi ain't going nowhere. Not in the slightest. Hey, Dazzle, we might actually be related still. You part Bayesian, so I might be in the same house. That's crazy. It's mad. It's mad. And why is the Spanish manager gonna rate the midfield? Arteta's the Spanish manager. When he plays Rice and Moreno in there. Like, for real, does he not? Did he not sign Rice, Moreno to play in his midfield and Zubimendi to play in his midfield? I'm just saying. There's no guarantee that a Spanish manager rates the midfield. I don't get that. There's no guarantee. But hey, each to their own, man. I'd expect a point. Actually, I wouldn't expect. I'd expect that I don't look at nationality for a manager to rate a midfield or a defense or an attack. All right, let's see what else you're saying. But yeah, that's why I don't want Xavi, you know what I'm saying? Get someone who's here from within the Premier League and then boom. Now I wouldn't get Nuno. I just hate his football canal. Can't do it.
Or even the stabilize.
Yeah, because you don't have to stabilize like that. Not with that, man. You don't have to stabilize and stuff and be on the front foot. You know what I'm saying? It isn't. I'm telling you, bro, I know we have the same Aunt Claudette. I'm going to ask my mum, my aunt, so I'm going to see if I got Aunt Claudette somewhere in the family tree. Big up, man. But yeah, I don't know. Like, all I'm asking for is, stabilize, cohesive, front foot football, man. That's it. Positive, man. Too much negativity, man. Amorim did it. Ten Hag did it. Who was before? Oli did it. Who was before Oli? Van Gaal did it. Van Gaal was the last one, and even that was just possession. So for 3 managers straight, I can't remember the last, you know what's crazy? The last front foot manager we had was Sir Alex Ferguson. That's the last attacking manager we had.
Did Ollie played attacking
No.
interim when he was interim? No.
Yeah, we don't count interim because then we count Van Nys. I'm talking about his full name. What's a lot to ask for, Das Gaming? What did I ask for? I asked for cohesive, competent unit and play attacking football. That's not a lot to ask for. Bournemouth do it. So why can't we? Brighton do it. So why can't we? Palace do it. Why can't we? I disagree that these players can't do it. Because I don't think that Bournemouth have better players than us. I don't think Palace have better players than us. I don't think Brighton have better players than us. Disagree with this. Interim Ollie was fired, Dazzle. Interim Ollie was on smoke. You know what I'm saying? Interim Ollie was on smoke.
Why do you think he changed?
Started losing. Yeah, started losing.
So he got the job full time and he was still playing attacking football and you guys started losing.
No, that's what happened. Huh? Mm-hmm. Because our back into the season was crazy. Our back into the season was like under him. Go look at it after he got the job. It was terrible. We should have waited. And also, what that said, pressure that comes with maintaining success, that also is a different thing because now you're not the interim. Now there's certain things you expect. It's kind of like you're linking a girl and ain't nothing serious. She don't expect nothing of you, but you lot get together. Now she expects much more from you. Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you two are actually an item now. She expects boyfriend things from you. Whereas before, when you lot were just linking up whenever, here, there, and that, she don't expect nothing from you. But once you like, we're together, she expects certain shit from you. It's that shit. If you get married, she expects more from you. And the other way as well. So this is spot on paper. What Bournemouth midfielder gets into Manchester United's team, that's what Areola does. He gets the best out of not great midfielders. Huh?
I think what's his name? Not Carl Scott. Scott, the midfielder. I don't know what his first name is.
Alex, see, you don't even know his first name. Yes, Alex Scott.
Alex Scott, yeah. He is actually
Alex Scott better than Casemiro.
No, but he would get in over Bruno.
Bruno should even be there. Did you get that? Is he a better midfielder than Maino?
No, well, they're different midfielders.
That's my point. But he ain't better. This is my point. That's my point. When people say this, look at the players he has and look at the players we have. But hey, we move. No, Daz, you've missed the point when you said they have a better manager, so no cohesive football until we sack him. That's not what the conversation was about. You said these players can't do it. And I said no, because they can, because we have better players than them. So therefore, it falls on the gaffer. But anyways, we move. Right, we're going to close out, redirecting over to Alam. Big up to everyone in the chat as well. You lot are absolute real ones. He's watching. What game is he watching? He's watching. I know NFL's back on. He is watching. Oh, he's doing a ranking stream, live stream, week 3. So it's a recap of the games. But we closing out. Make sure you run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget as well, subscribe to the Clips channel. Subscribe to everyone's channel you're seeing on here as well. What I was going to say, we're also available on all audio platforms as well, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc. This has been the United Chelsea podcast, Mandem United Pod, meets Ballers at the Bridge Pod, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in, and Sarcasm City TV raid in Alam's chat. Big up.